aboard.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah.
There we are.
Morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody.
And quick as that, look, we're back.
We're back.
How'd that happened?
Morning, everybody. Let's do Boss Jocks today.
Hey, the 70s Boss Jock.
The Boss Jock.
How's everybody doing?
How's your family doing?
Hey,
What happened to that guy?
Boss Jock. Charlie Tuna with you. Remember Charlie Tuna?
I did a lot of driving. I know we got a lot of stories, but it goes back to the Boss Jock. I gave my wife an earful on the music jock.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I was obsessing about the music DJ and went through the whole NEW thing and how the only time we were completely in the wrong was when we made Carol Miller hang out in the mailroom until we walked back to our office, and then she was allowed to go down the hall because it got so ugly at NEW.
Apparently, Carol Miller has a book out where that's included.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
She really kind of bashes us pretty good in her little book.
I let that whole thing go, and then she writes about it?
Yeah, I guess she's pretty pissed off about it.
Where is that?
I don't know.
How do you know about this?
The
book is out?
Yeah, someone told me that she got a book out, and or is it out or?
I don't know.
And she's just trashing everyone.
Up all night, my life and times in rock radio. Shut up.
Rock radio.
You spun records.
Dubba-doo-any-dubba-doo.
But my wife got an earful. I went through the whole fucking thing. I'm like, you hear what this dope just did? Because we're listening to a lot of satellite radio. Because satellite radio is now regular radio, by the way. Bravo! Bravo!
Yeah.
Bravo to satellite radio, changing it into exactly what regular radio was. So there's a guy, I don't even need to name names, and he's doing his laundry list of songs and stuff, and I go, you know, that guy right now, he's feeling good about himself.
That he,
introed records.
He's intro on the records. He's on the air.
Right.
Living the dream.
Right, living the dream. And I go, what a waste of fucking time the music jock was. For the longest time, at least the last 20 to 25 years, it was a complete waste of time. There was a point where, the music jock actually picked the records.
Yeah.
Depending on the mood he was feeling, he got to go deep and really develop a playlist for the afternoon or the morning or middays. But for the last 25 years, a dopey program director fucking gave him the list, and then he goes through it, and he feels good about himself that he introed like an Aerosmith record. I think she had it with me. I'm like, all right, I get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, but by the way, that Carol Miller thing in the book, she really kind of twists things around.
Of course.
She brings up the Fleet Enema story and says that
How do you know all this? You read it?
Yeah, somebody took a picture of the page.
Well,
let's on, and
let's go through it right now.
Did she mention my Fleet Enema bit that I used to do?
I don't think so.
I was like, I'm an enema junkie, man.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
It's like Chunky Monkey.
I had an enema on stage.
Primate.
I'd say that they were a Fleet Enema, and I'd say they're so addictive. And I go, you get hooked on these things. Are there enema junkies running around?
Then you try to paint that picture.
No, but I would drop the enema on stage, and I would act like I was scratching my butt, instead of my arm, like, hey man.
Yeah, I need a fix, and it's your ass.
Is that what she talks about?
She talked about how she went out to the store to buy the enema after we got into that, and she says that she didn't walk in on her own accord during that argument, that on-air argument about music and we suck and she sucks. She said that Gary Wall sent her in.
Which might be true.
Might be true.
Because Gary Wall loved confrontation.
Might be true.
He loved it.
And she also said
and I don't mind that about Gary Wall, by the way.
She said that whole thing with putting her in the mailroom or whatever was backfired because she was able to pick up the phone in there and listen to our phone calls. And her and Eddie Trunk found out that I was cheating on my wife. It's like, who didn't know? I was fucking making out with her in the car parking garage.
What? It's in the book?
Yeah.
I would sue her, man. Fuck that bitch. All these years they said we're cool, and then she's obsessively writes about us. What do you mean she was listening in on your phone calls? That's wiretapping.
Yeah, exactly.
What, there was a phone line in the mailroom?
That's what she said.
And she could pick it up and just
But it wasn't.
Eavesdrop on you?
I never talked on the phone.
Or is
there.
it eaves? Eaves or
Eaves.
Eaves?
Like in the eaves.
Eavesdrops.
Yeah.
All right. Well, find that excerpt.
Yeah,
please.
she's...
if someone's got it, please send it in. I want to read it.
I hate the idea that we're probably selling books for her.
Books? I didn't even know this was out.
Oh,
it's not out yet.
Is it even printed? No idea.
No, we got the best of her. She knows it. Shut up. My listeners are my friends.
My friends.
I quoted that on the ride with my wife. She told us one day, my listeners, they're my friends.
She was so delusional. Wow.
This stupid music jock.
Wowie kazowie.
You can write about it all you want. It was nonsense.
Dubba-doo any dubba-doo.
Dubba-doo-dubba-doo-ba-dee-da, ba-ba-ba.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so she's got that out.
Find that for us, please.
Por favor.
So where do we begin, man? It's been like,
God.
I don't know, a week since we saw each other.
So fucking 4th of July happened. The little weekend after the 4th of July.
The UFC thing.
UFC, we, decided last minute. I was at the Amy Schumer's 4th of July party out in Long Beach.
I was bummed I had to blow that off.
And holy fuck was that just nonstop fucking laughing.
Yeah, I can imagine.
At everybody, not good-natured laughing with people. It was a constant attack on one person or another.
I was in the barrel for probably 5 hours. I took a Bob Kelly was on fire, and Keith was pretty good too. I got killed on 4th of July.
Really?
Murdered.
That's just so uncomfortable after a while.
It is.
But don't you want to just kind of chill out and have a hot dog and maybe a beverage?
You'd think.
You would think, right? That shit gets exhausting.
It's one of the prices you pay for hanging out with funny dudes. That's what I was thinking to myself. Like, you know what? Because I had nothing.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That was my idea of a comeback.
It was brutal.
How did it start?
I don't remember. I drove out with Bobby, and I couldn't believe Anthony went.
Right.
Like, did I call you? I texted you on the way or the day before?
Yeah, you texted me.
I'm like, hey, why don't you come over? Because I figured he was having people over. I'm like, why don't you come over? You
feeling all right, Aunt? You did a bunch of things outside the compound.
Oh, it was great.
But I was like, why don't you come over? You always take care. If you got nothing to do, come hang. You always have people over. So go do something you don't have to have people over for.
Yeah.
So we're me and Bobby were at Amy's just hanging out, eating, and who was there? It was Amy was obviously there.
Yep.
Rachel Feinstein, Keith Robinson, one of the waitresses from the Comedy Cellar. Just a few people scattered. More people came.
Yeah.
And then Ant showed up, which I was surprised.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Trying to park sucked.
It's a nightmare.
In Long Beach. I orbited the place for a while and just leaving horrible messages on Bob Kelly's a voicemail and texting Jimmy. Oh, so you bring me out to Long Beach and then just ditch me? Is this the joke?
Do they
Is
have
this
parking
the joke?
lots?
They got parking lots, but every space is taken.
Yeah.
They got towaway zones everywhere. So I kind of found one of those spots in one of the lines of parking where you angle in that is at the end of that spot, and it's not quite a spot.
Right.
So it's got some yellow paint in there.
Could go either way.
Kind of edged in there. I figured it didn't look like a towaway zone, but it looked like a ticket zone, and that's probably just the cost of doing business like a parking garage.
Right.
So I parked there, and no problem.
No ticket?
You lucked
No
out.
ticket.
I don't understand these towns where they want you to come and enjoy, and then they make it very difficult to park so
Very
they can make
difficult
even
to
more.
park.
So they can make even more money off you.
Yeah.
I bet you they don't need all those towaway zones. I didn't even see the place, and I would bet money that a lot of those towaway zones could be just regular parking
Of course
spots.
it could be. That's a little picture Sam
group
just
shot.
pulled up, the group shot. Where is Bobby in that shot?
Is he taking the picture?
He might have taken it.
Was he? That's
Or
kind
is
of
he-
weird. I don't know.
There's let me see here. There's Anthony, myself, one of the waitresses from the cellar, Keith Robinson, Kurt, his girlfriend,
Kurt Metzger.
Kurt Metzger,
Right.
comedian. Who's that behind? Is that Amy right there?
And was Amy wearing a bikini?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looked really good.
Oh,
she
she
looked
looked
good.
good.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Sherrod,
It worked.
All right.
It worked for her.
Good. Good for her.
Sherrod and his girlfriend, Greg Rogel, a guy named Steve works the Comedy Cellar. That's Ryan Hamilton, who's very funny. He's where's he from? Utah, Mormon comic, and then who the fuck are these guys here?
Who the fuck?
Who the fuck
Joe
are you guys?
DeRosa.
Where's Joe DeRosa?
Yeah, he's back in the
And
back.
who's in the Maxim shirt?
I'm
Oh
not
my
sure.
God!
And then the neighbor.
And the neighbor in the back.
The neighbor.
Going, who are these guys?
Oh, he was pretty cordial. He was bringing champagne out and everything.
Yeah.
And then fucking Keith, it just that was the bit of the day. Like people would come walking by, and I got nailed with it so many times because Keith was drinking some wine.
Yeah.
Give me a little more swirl in this glass. A little more swirl on that. And like it's Long Beach, so there's some old decrepit guy walking by with a little hat on. He's got his towel and he's going to the beach. He's like 65 years old and shit. He's walking by, and Keith would be like, Anthony. And I turn around going, what? And he's calling to the fucking decrepit guy. And I just kept going all day. Like a big fat woman walks by and he's like, Bobby! Hey, Bobby! It was so fucking funny. Jeez.
Every black guy that walked by was Keith.
Everyone that walked by, yeah, every black guy. And then like just some haggard old blonde woman walked by and he's like, Amy! It was so fucking funny.
That's classic.
And I got killed. Bobby murdered me.
You were getting slaughtered
all day
with your dumb white socks.
I had my white tube socks, my shorts, and fucking. We went into the ocean, which I never do. Never.
Why don't you go in the ocean?
I'm never around it.
I don't really either, unless I'm like in the Caribbean.
It's fun.
But we all went in and had a fucking pisser.
How were the waves?
Great. It was
really
choppy, but
a lot.
fun, man. Nice.
They were coming in one after another. Yeah.
How many times did you have to save Keith Robinson?
He came in all drunk.
He did surprisingly well considered his alcoholism.
and his race.
Right, well, hence the how many times did you have to save Keith Robinson?
Yeah. But even other guys,
there was a bit of subtle humor there.
He was just talking shit in the water. It's like wherever he goes,
he's got to talk shit, punching the waves.
Is he trying to punch sharks?
Yeah,
talk shit to the sharks.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah. Really talking some shit, and and then Jimmy just said, going to Vegas and stuff. Why don't you should go? Like, and I'm kind of, I don't know. And he's like, oh, fucking, I call Kenny. He'll hold his spot. And then I just figured, what the fuck? And that started phase 2 of hanging out with Jimmy and Bobby.
I couldn't fucking believe that you went.
I know.
It was like literally 20 hours before we left.
I saw that tweet. I'm like, what is going on with this guy?
Absolutely. You know what it was? There was absolutely no reason not to go.
But I would assume you had a lot of festivities planned for your place.
I did. I was going to have some weekend festivities.
So you had to cancel it all? Or did it go on without you?
No. I just, I told everybody, I'm in Vegas. Sorry. Later for you.
Go find your own fun.
Yeah. You host every party. It's like you got to go out and do other stuff without fucking having the pressure of having to have all the have everybody over your house.
Right. Yeah, it was great.
How were the fireworks before you move on to the Vegas trip? Did you stay for the fireworks?
There really weren't any. Other towns broke.
Yeah,
we saw Laszlo. Yep. He lives out there.
How's the town broke with all the parking?
That's what we were saying.
Non-parking. That means people are coming. So what are you doing with all the money?
I think Long Beach is really like one of these real corrupt incorporated towns that don't really, they have their own police force, they have like their own everything, and I think they just...
How are they broke?
That's probably how. I think people are lining their pockets.
They're taking too much of a taste for themselves.
Yeah.
He said the fireworks aren't until a week from Friday. Like from last Friday. It's probably this Friday.
Yeah, because the fireworks company, they charge a lot when it's 4th of July weekend, but then they could you could get them afterwards for a lot cheaper.
Hey, that's a great idea.
So they decided...
I kind of like that idea.
So they decided to do it a little later.
Because you're overwhelmed with fireworks for 2 or 3 straight days, right? If you spread that out, it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Why not have some fireworks in August?
Yeah.
Still looks cool.
Yeah. It was... I saw some on the drive home. That was about it, though.
Yeah.
You see them on the horizon. It's not like the old days where everybody had fireworks.
Right.
They're just blasting them off in neighborhoods and everything. I barely heard any.
Well, for the 4th year in a row, I chose to blow off the fireworks display that's literally right outside my window. People lose their minds every year about this. They're like, why aren't you staying in your apartment? You would have a front row seat to the Macy's fireworks, Macy's 4th of July fireworks. And every year I blow it off to go way up, way upstate to see Brother Weeze and the gang.
Upstate?
But it's right outside my window.
Yeah.
right outside. Like you talk about people, they come from all over the place to see this thing.
Stand for hours
and
waiting.
They line up along the shore, and there I have I could just walk out of my bedroom and check it out. And I blew it off again. I got to set up a camera to see how cool it is because
you should just do that.
To this day, I have no idea. Everyone says it's beyond amazing, and you're blowing this off year after year.
That would look cool from that high up, I bet.
To see some shitty fireworks display in Soda's Point.
Yeah.
Was it a shitty spot? Was it shitty?
It's just basic shit. They're not making smiley faces and whatever else they fucking do, like the Macy's do. The Macy's people.
Yeah.
So
fireworks, schmireworks.
Yeah. I didn't mind. It was fun. We saw maybe 5 walking down the boardwalk. I didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been fun to see a few, but
yeah,
it's I don't really give a fuck about fireworks.
But oh man, we just had a fucking amazing time in Vegas. UFC people are unbelievably accommodating
The best.
with us. I mean, when the head of the whole fucking shittery comes over and he's just like, "Holy shit, I'm so glad you made it."
Right.
I'm like, "What the fuck?"
You mean you're treated right?
Yes, treated properly like gentlemen.
Is that a weird feeling?
It really is.
To have a company treat you right?
We've been beaten
and actually
down.
say hi to you every once in a while?
We've been beaten down so much, it's almost like you feel like something's wrong, that everything is going right.
Yeah.
You feel like there should be somebody that's going to tell you can't do something.
And let me guess, everything was real easy.
Oh.
They were very accommodating.
100%.
Credentials
There were
are
no
right
questions
there.
whatsoever.
Nothing. It was perfect.
No back and forth forever.
It was great.
Me, Sam, and Bobby were doing a UFC special for the fight. Like we were just interviewing fighters and talking to some fans, and then for the special to be Saturday night before the fight, like an hour before the fight for the pay-per-view.
Very cool.
And so we spent what day? Thursday or Friday?
Friday.
With they gave us total access. You know what I mean? Like they didn't say, "Hey, you can't go there. You can't talk to this one." They gave us this green room area, this staging area.
They didn't put up walls when certain celebrities came in?
No, they gave us access.
Oh, that must
to
be
everything.
weird.
Yeah, exactly.
We had access to every.
You're not allowed.
Everybody.
But I work here. What do you mean I can't look at Oprah? What do you mean?
Put up a wall.
But dude, they have
Total access.
They had no media's allowed in the fan expo. Because they want it to be for fans. They don't want the media there. So we were like the only, and we just had, with me, Bobby, and Sam had like the microphone, the little recording system, and like a handheld video camera just to do some chip nonsense. No, it wasn't a big production.
Yeah.
But they gave us access like where no media had access. So we were rapping with fans and just bullshitting and rapping with fans. And then we went in the green room area, and any fighter that came through, if they wanted to talk to us, we got them. It was fucking great.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
Everybody was nice.
Yeah.
And then I went on this thing like, how I'll get a glove signed when I'm here?
Oh, my God.
I might have heard a little bit about this already.
Oh, my dear sweet
I might have
Lord.
heard a little bit about
Oh,
this.
you heard the glove stories?
And Sam was privy to this whole thing.
I just heard a very general thing about this. You might get a little obsessive when it comes to your gloves and your picture taking.
He hadn't brought his gloves.
Right.
He hadn't brought any gloves, and we didn't really know when we first got there. We were like, we might not actually get any fighters because they're doing signings and they have long lines and stuff. But then when we realized that all access passes actually gave us all access.
Real all access.
And we could go to the green room, and literally that's every fighter went in there, and all you had to do is walk up to him, and every single fighter was like, yeah, of course I'll do an interview. Sure, I'll sign this. Sure, I'll take
Wait, you
a
had an
photo."
all-access pass?
Yeah. There was actually...
Kind of like the
that was
all-access
really all
passes you
access.
guys had for Springsteen? Same type of thing?
No.
What?
This one was a little different. This one got into the artist area, and we were allowed to talk to the artists.
But you work for SiriusXM. Wasn't your all-access pass
No, it wasn't.
Not
all
quite.
access?
No.
No?
No, it was like Bruce, yeah.
No.
Not really.
I'm telling you, man, as they say, shit rolls downhill.
Yeah.
And because Dana loves us and fucking those guys, the top of the company treats us great, everybody underneath does. It really is the way it is, man. It's a reflection of how everyone's going to treat you. That when he comes in, and he talked to us before he talked to anybody. And he talked to us for a while. And they were trying to hustle him along because he had other things to do. And he's like, I'm fine. He got really irritated with them, trying to move him along. But it's like because he treats us so well, and like Reed Harrison and the guy Jim Byrne, who's their PR guy,
right?
Everybody just kind of sees like, oh, these guys are treated
well.
Right. It really is that simple.
But you had an all-access pass for Springsteen. Then you have some kind of pass on you.
I should remember if we had passes for that, or we just got like an after-party wristband. I think. I think so. Yeah, we weren't. I mean, we weren't allowed in that area. I love fucking pushing buttons. But here we were.
You were allowed to go pretty much anywhere.
Absolutely
anywhere.
And no one questioned it. And no one questioned it whatsoever because they knew you would behave and do the right thing.
Whenever I'm walking with a badge at All Access Pass, I really the pass. I always expect them to go. Oh, that's not good here.
Yeah. It's all access, but not every access.
Everywhere we went. Okay, right through.
Yep.
Right. We were walking right behind fighters as they were signing, not even realizing it, just trying to find the bathroom.
Everyone,
and nobody stopped us anywhere.
Fucking, we were doing interviews in the on Friday afternoon in the little staging area. It was in the green room.
Right.
And I saw we were interviewing Pat Barry, who's a heavyweight, who's really a fucking funny guy. Like Bobby recognized him. I didn't recognize his face, and just an awesome interview. And I walked away in mid-interview to get a picture with Junior Dos Santos. It was,
my God.
In the middle
of an interview with one guy, he walks away to get a picture with another guy.
But Bob was yapping. I wanted to talk to Junior Dos Santos.
Right.
He's a heavyweight champion.
Of course.
But Bobby wasn't looking. Like I didn't know how to wrap it up and go, Bob, shut up. Because he wasn't looking at me. He was just looking at Pat Barry. So I was like, I didn't want to interrupt. I was like, they were doing great. So I'm like, fuck it.
So as I'm holding the video camera, Jim hands me his microphone. So I have to hold Jim's microphone while Jim leaves the interview
and the camera
to go get a photo with Junior Dos Santos. But when he got there into the green room and started realizing, okay, Pat Barry's there, Junior Dos Santos is right here, we are going to have access to all these fighters, he started panicking because he didn't have gloves.
Didn't have gloves to sign.
And so he was like, Jim Byrne, who's in charge of the PR, was bringing some gloves for Jim, but he wasn't there yet.
Oh, shit.
She's like, where's the gloves, where's the gloves? So he went to the bathroom, and he had missed like maybe 3 fighters so far, and it was all he was talking about was gloves.
Yeah.
And what they do, like in their green room.
Something about the gloves,
Exactly.
You had gloves, you need gloves, something about the gloves.
I don't have gloves yet, but I need the...
They charge, I think they charge, like you can buy like a $3,500 ticket as a fan, and you can hang out in the green room and get stuff signed and everything. And so there was one guy who was there, and he had a suitcase, like a giant suitcase you would have to check, full of UFC memorabilia to get signed. And Jim went to the bathroom, and while he was there, Bob bought a pair of gloves off this guy that were not signed so he could give them to Jim. And as he did that, Jim Byrne also showed up and gave Jim like 4 or 5 pairs of gloves that were official UFC.
Sounds like plenty of gloves.
Now, had a small area that was clean that could get signed that the official gloves did not have.
They say UFC on like the wristband, the wrist part, and the top part.
Yeah.
Whereas these other ones had just UFC on the top and the black free area to sign.
I would assume you want the official gloves, though.
Nah, the unofficial ones were better to sign. I don't care about selling them. I just want to have them.
And I foolishly assumed that he was looking to get 1 pair of gloves to get signed by everyone.
Right.
Multiple signatures.
Sure.
When he assessed all of the situation, he now had 5 or 6 pairs of gloves in front of him. He realized the unofficial gloves were the way to go, and he purchased every pair of unofficial gloves that the guy had.
Well, it was a few pairs. I mean, I was like a junkie.
Wait, you're being casual. How many? How many do you think he bought?
He definitely that day, on the spot, probably bought 6 pairs of gloves from the guy.
Yeah, I was like a junkie.
How much per pair?
$20 a pair.
$20.
Although he wanted 15 from Bob, and Bob just gave him 20 to keep it, so he charged me 20.
Oh, man.
So Bob, fuck you.
But it was worth it, though. I mean, and everybody that came through.
That's not bad. I thought it was going to be like a dozen gloves.
Listen.
Pairs of gloves.
At the end of the day, though, first of all, Jim's new strategy was everywhere we went the whole weekend. Because you never know, because it's all in the MGM, and Vegas is not a big place.
You don't know who you're going to see.
Fighters are all over the place.
Yes.
And because the Expo was there, it wasn't just the fighters on the card. Every UFC fighter was in town. Every single place we went, including dinner, Jim had...
You brought the gloves with you?
Just one glove in my back.
One glove in his back pocket.
One glove in his back pocket.
Just in case.
With a silver Sharpie, so he could pull it out. And a few times, it came in handy.
It did.
Not too outrageous.
No, I'll tell you who I got in the hallway on the back from the bathroom, and I saw fucking Frank Mir. I just walk in, there's Frank Mir in the hallway.
Yeah.
So we said hello, and I just asked him.
Pull that glove out. He should have put it on and punched you.
But dude, I don't usually, I'll get pictures of those places, but but I was right there, and we were going to be staying there talking to people, so I'm like, why wouldn't I get them signed? I usually only do that in studio. I never bring memorabilia to events, never try to get those guys to sign when they're fighting, ever. I'm like, it's like being in studio when you're in the green room, because after you talk to a guy, like we were talking to Shane Carwin, we had to wait for him to finish eating, and then we talked to him for about 10 minutes, and then he's like, all right, and then he starts eating again. It's like, we're just hanging out in the room with these guys, so I was like, why not get it? I'm here.
Jim, we all actually had to redo our carry-on packing at the end of the trip, because UFC hooked us all up with all kinds of swag and stuff.
Goodies.
But, and he gave us like all sports bags and stuff like that. But Jim had a huge issue, because at the end of the trip, he had 22 signed gloves.
22 signed gloves.
In a giant duffel bag that I packed. I had to redo my carry-on.
He's carting around this giant bag with
really
22 separate fucking...
Where is this stuff
gloves.
going?
I'm actually having my apartment redesigned a little bit. Like, I just have a couple guys doing it.
A glove store. He's going to have it designed into.
You've been telling me lately you need, a 2-bedroom or whatever.
Yeah.
Now I know why. It's just so you can throw all your junk in one room.
But I'll never sell them.
Sorry, I'm calling it junk.
That's okay. I don't want the money for them. I just like having them. I think they're kind of cool.
A duffel bag filled with UFC gloves.
Filled with gloves.
And he was walking around, and he jokingly at one
Why
point...
wouldn't you just take pictures, and then that's easy.
Yeah, I did
That's
that.
a little picture card you could throw in your pocket.
He jokingly at one point said, with him walking around the Expo with a UFC sports bag full of signed gloves, he said, yeah, people must think I'm a fighter or something.
Oh, God.
And I said, no, people think you're a dork walking around with a giant bag of memorabilia.
He was right.
He was right.
As opposed to a guy who's on the Tonight Show every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You do realize that, right? You're a big star, Jimbo.
But you know what? It's like I love.
That's the gloves?
That's the first day.
That's day one.
I took a picture of him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's like 16 there.
10, 15. Yeah, there's an extra one over there. Wow. 16 gloves.
But you see the red ones? You see the difference is the ones with the red strap, he had to buy. They were willing to give him, they would give him whatever, they would give all of us whatever we wanted for free. But Jim wanted those unofficial ones that they didn't have there.
So I paid for them. I feel bad taking swag from the UFC. Like, I'll take a shirt, but it's like they take such good care of us. I don't like to take advantage.
Hook us right up.
Like, I didn't need them to give me all this free stuff. It's like I feel bad taking the free stuff from those guys.
Oh my God.
And then,
that's 17 gloves, actually.
Oh, is it?
We're
in the first picture. Who were some of the signatures? Sorry, Sam.
Chuck Liddell is on a Pride glove there.
That was Bobby got me that. 'Cause I wouldn't have asked Liddell to sign. Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Get it out. Ring it out.
I spilled coffee all over my iPhone.
You're getting so excited.
No, just
You're right.
Give it a little
He was-
shakedown.
he was
like
really
that.
excited.
Get any liquid out of it?
I don't know if there's any.
I hope not.
How bad was the spill?
No, well, I have a case on it.
Oh, you should be all right.
Oh yeah.
I
Good.
think it just went on the front.
You'll be all right.
Let's see.
That's so fucking. That's a thing of the future. That's something we never anticipated growing up.
What?
That you spill liquid on your fucking phone.
That has everything
your
you need.
phone and your whole life is in it.
Right.
Who are some of the ones? I got some cool ones. I mean, I did not get Pat Barry because we didn't have one. Let me see who some of these guys are. This one is a guy named Kung Lee. It's really hard. What I should have done was taken a picture of the glove after I talked to the guy, because I don't know who half of them.
My
You can't match
God.
the signatures up.
Oh my God.
In the end, he doesn't even know who signed the gloves.
I'll have to look through them. I got.
How are you going to figure that out?
I'll just look him up. I got Nate Diaz was a hard one to get because he hates doing interviews. I got him. I got Shane Carwin, Junior Dos Santos to sign one. He asked Liddell. Who else? I got Kung Lee. I got Noguera. Fucking Frank Mir.
Wait, so that's not
So
all
you're
the
looking
gloves?
to pawn them or sell them? Earlier today,
Yeah.
Jim walked in with a bunch of UFC gloves that are signed.
But it's painful to be Jim Like, I feel so bad that Jim has to be Jim because
the stress level is
he
crazy.
Literally had with him on his person a bag full of 18 signed gloves, and all he would obsess about was the one that he didn't have.
The one that got away.
Yeah. It's craziness.
When do you relax?
I relax. I mean, as much as I do. I'll tell you one thing in Vegas. I was completely hooker free. I didn't do anything dirty in Vegas.
Wow.
I was in Vegas, and I spent time thinking about my dumb gloves and having fun and talking to these guys. But it really is fun. Like, even though it's stressful, it's not. There's much worse things to do in Las Vegas for a compulsive psycho.
You were on a mission.
And the gloves, I won't bring that. And I'll tell you, I've showed restraint because after we went to the weigh-in, which was fucking 8,000 people at the weigh-in. It's the biggest weigh-in they've ever had.
Where do they do the weigh-in?
They do that like half of the arena is for the weigh-in, and the guys all come out, and basically is what it is. They just come out and they do the weigh-ins, and they take a photo, like, fist to fist, and the fucking place goes crazy. And after the weigh-in, of course, Jim Byrne takes such good care of it. Right backstage, we got all this audio. We got most of the audio on Friday. We got some on Saturday, but most on Friday because we wanted to have it ready for the special. Like, we got Dana to start the special off, and I wanted to see if I can get Chael Sonnen to close the special out. I said, I know it's going to be hard because he's fighting the next day, but let's just see if we can get him. I mean, he knows me, so maybe we'll be able to get him to say a couple words. So after the weigh-in, these guys go backstage. The first thing they do, because they're all dehydrated, like, if you watch the weigh-in, they get weighed in, 185, and Rogan, before fucking Anderson Silva comes out, Chael is on the stage guzzling water. Like, it's the thirst. Because they're parched, these guys. So
it really is amazing how much weight they could fucking lose.
They can slice easily 15 pounds in a day, and they're all dehydrated and fucking, just to get down to fighting weight.
Right.
And then they'll put the 15 pounds back on that night through whatever they do. And so we go in the back, and all the fighters are back there. The weigh-in, like, Anderson goes up to his area, and we see Chael. They're like these little bleacher areas, and there's a little bit of press back there, but not much. And we just see Chael sitting there surrounded by his people, and he's literally with his bare hands eating fruit. He's just shoveling fruit into his face to get food. And they bring like little coolers of food for these guys. As soon as they're weighed in, they can eat. So they're eating sandwiches. And I was like, let's just see. Because there was a UFC camera crew waiting.
Can I stop you for a second? Sure. Is this the day before the fight?
The night, yeah. This is when they do the weigh-in.
How fucked up is that? That they have to get all their nutrition and they got to hydrate.
It really is all part of the game.
Less than a day before the big fight.
I guess it's the way sports have been with weigh-ins probably forever.
Right.
But Rogan told us what they do, he's like, they have fucking IVs that they take these things, and he said it's so much faster than going through your stomach walls with water and like, saline, whatever it is these guys need.
Fucking IV them.
They IV them and they hydrate them and, get them nutrition or whatever they need. But we were standing there, like, right from where I am to where you are is where Chael was. And the UFC camera crew, he was very weak, I think, because he had me, and or he was just focused. But he wouldn't talk to them, and he wasn't doing. He was done with his interviews. But so when he came by, he said hello, and then he kind of kept going, and it was fine. I mean, wasn't going to ask him to sign anything.
Bob was laughing at Jim though because Chael became the obsession at the weigh-in.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I wanted to get him I wanted to get a glove signed by him, but what I really wanted to do was get him on the fucking special talking to us because we never interviewed him.
We were backstage before the weigh-in, and Chael walked by us. And Jim just was going, Chael, there's Chael. Chael just walked by, Chael.
But I show restraint in those moments.
He didn't
I'm not an idiot. Like, I'm not going to ask a guy, like, when he's in that fucking fight zone.
But inside, it's killing you. It's killing you.
But you know what?
It's killing you.
Jim didn't show a huge amount of restraint.
When didn't I show restraint?
He annoyed a fighter that is not only one of the most badass fighters that I've seen in the cage, he's notoriously one of the nicest fighters out of the cage, and Jim annoyed him.
Tito.
Vanderlei Silva.
No, Tito was very happy to see him.
Tito's very nice outside.
Vanderlei Silva,
right?
Who he was sitting there eating, right? And they were going to take my picture, But I'm like, no, let's just wait till he's done eating. Let's wait. Like, I was waiting for him to finish eating. Because back in there, there was fans in the green room getting stuff signed, so I didn't feel bad asking him.
It's exhausting to listen to.
But I was waiting for the guy to finish eating.
But Jim
This is like being inside Jimmy's head.
Yep.
Jim was saying, he was out loud to me and Bobby going, okay, no. Because also, when Jim has a plan in mind, he starts kind of reciting things that are going to happen. Like, nobody asked. And he'll just be like, okay, yeah, we'll get the picture, and then we'll go here. And then, like, everybody's like, yeah, we know what we're going to do. He doesn't. But, so he's talking to Bob and me and saying, no, he's eating right now. We'll just wait till he's done eating, and then I'll ask. He's eating. We don't want to interrupt him. We don't want to interrupt him while he's eating. He's saying all this standing directly behind him while he's eating, so Vanderlei can hear Jim going,
God.
he's eating, we'll wait till he's done eating, and just standing over him.
Are you positive he could hear you?
Of course!
Yeah, he probably could.
He definitely could. And he's just finishing his sandwich and just feels me and Jim and Bob looming over him.
Which is worse than just going up, getting it over with, and leaving.
And Jim going, he's eating right now. And so he finishes eating. And Jim gets the photo. But the photo doesn't come out right.
It's a little blurry. It's the only one that didn't come out. It's a little blurry.
You have to ask him again.
So we go back
the next day.
Saturday during the day. and Vanderlei was in there. And Vanderlei comes in. And Bob got the greatest picture of this because, you know, he just got in and he's getting his stuff and he's getting ready to eat. And Jim starts going, hey, Vanderlei, dude, can you get a picture? Vanderlei has to be like, just wait a minute, I'm going to eat.
Well, he took a picture with some kids. He took
with
a picture.
Some kids?
No, but I mean, I figured he was doing pictures. Ooh. So I was asking him, and like he turned around to look to see who was asking him, and he got annoyed.
And there's a great picture of this.
Show me this. I will get to it. I think Bobby tweeted the picture.
Look at his face.
Look at Vanderlei. Oh, he's brushing me off.
Look at his face. It's the definitive fucking pissed off as... It's fantastic.
Jimmy's like, oh, God.
Yeah.
I can see in your face, you're like, oh, boy, that wasn't a good idea.
Excuse me, Van.
Oh, that's a great picture. You tweet all this shit?
No, I have.
You got to tweet some of this shit.
Bobby tweeted that one. I'll retweet it.
Please do.
I just didn't want to blow up my timeline because I got photos with so many fucking guys.
Right.
Jim did finally. And after that annoyance, Jim waited until once again Vanderlei was done eating. And Jim had to say, hey, so can we get that picture? At which point Vanderlei was very nice.
And I said I was sorry. And he goes, oh, that's right. Like, you know, I was like, look, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he's notoriously the nicest guy in the UFC.
And we had the night of the fight. The seats they gave us were amazing.
Dude, fucking
really?
Fucking amazing.
That's got to be weird,
I know,
too,
that's
man.
odd, too.
Really?
That we actually had, tickets, and they were great seats.
I'll tell you, we're normally in this section where they have sectioned off. That's where I get some pictures, too, like where there's, like wherever all the actors and stuff will sit.
Yeah. Not just pictures, because Jim went to the fight carrying a plastic bag with 3 unsigned gloves.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Did he get them signed?
I got 2 of them signed.
Okay.
I didn't go crazy there, but here's what we do. We get there. Normally, this is an area that they'll put us in where they have any comics or actors or fighters. But there was some foreign dignitaries that were there, so this area was packed because they have extra security, and I believe there was Secret Service. Like there was a lot of people who are not normally there in those seats. I mean, there was a couple of celebrities like John Jones, Liddell. There was a few fighters in there, and LeBron James was there. But
okay, I saw a lot of these pictures, and I saw LeBron James. I'm like, is that John Jones or LeBron James? Do they look similar, or am I crazy?
Well, Jones had a beard this time. Jones had a beard. They look similar, but not in person because Jones is just LeBron is so much better.
Wait, it might have been one of your pictures. Was that LeBron James or John Jones
that
you
was
saw with the white
with
girls?
The chicks? That was LeBron.
LeBron. For a second, I thought it was John Jones.
Yeah, he blew.
And then I got confused.
LeBron blew Bob off for a picture.
Did he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't see it.
Well, because Bob tried to be all cute with it.
I still don't know if he knew Bob wanted a picture.
I know, that's what I'm
what
thinking.
Bob is
happened?
dumb.
What happened?
Because LeBron, we were where they wound up putting us, since they couldn't put us in that area, was in the area right next to us. We sat behind Chael's mother, She was in the row, and his girlfriend was in the row ahead of us.
So I guess that's those are good seats.
Second row.
Yeah.
Second row.
You're in the second row.
We're in the second row, right behind Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing seats.
Wow.
Better than normal, actually.
It was great.
So, but I was on the last seat by the like the section. That section was right to my left. Like literally, it was like from where I am to where Anthony is.
Right.
And so when those got like, we were sitting 2 seats in front of I think LeBron's manager. So he came over and was talking, and there was like girls around us, like I guess that UFC guys know, taking pictures with LeBron, and. I wasn't there for this. I had gone to the bathroom. And then Bobby, I guess, took a picture of them with him. And then goes, hey, do you take pictures with fat white guys, too? And LeBron just turned around.
And turned around.
But I think, I don't know. Bobby will say he knew, but I don't know if he knew because Bobby saying that, I'm like, maybe he thought, this guy gets his balls busted all the time. He might have thought Bob was just being a dick or fucking being sarcastic.
Should have just asked for a fucking picture.
Dude, that's what, I said hello to him. He didn't remember me, but I said hi to him, and he said hi. He shook my hand. He was okay. I know he didn't remember me, but he was pleasant.
Yeah.
And he's got his championship.
Yeah. We were literally right behind Chael's family, like his brother and his people.
Yeah,
we couldn't have been. If I was 1 row closer, I would have literally been tapping Rogan as he announced the fight. That's how fucking close we were. It was, awesome seats. And an
great
awesome
seats.
time.
It just was just great to watch. A lot of fun.
That's your first one, right?
Yeah. That was the first live one I went to.
They're great, aren't they?
Fucking great.
The energy in the place, dude. It's like literally something happens. Like when the prelims, when people are coming in, and they're good fights, people are just kind of coming in and getting settled. And then when they go live, it's just this fucking. It really is this weird gladiator thing.
Yeah, it definitely is. And then, Rogan. We had a blast with that motherfucker. Holy shit. What a pisser! Went out to dinner.
Oh fuck! I forgot about Friday night.
You want to save that for after the break?
Sure.
Yeah, we had a great night Friday night. A non-UFC.
We all went out and just fucked.
Yeah, I want to hear about the Rogan Dice thing
and the fact that Sam was Bobby's bitch the entire fucking weekend. Assistant, he
Why do you
called
put
it.
up with that shit,
Bitch.
Sam?
That's what I was there for, to help Jim and Bob come off as being as talented as they are.
Well, you didn't. I guess Jim didn't need all that much help. Not as much as Bob needed because you were Bobby's bitch.
Well, I couldn't fit 22 gloves in my bandolier.
Oh boy.
Well, more from Vegas as you guys went out there for the UFC thing. Also, I want to hear about the plane rides.
Oh,
I want to hear about
United Airlines.
the gambling.
Not much.
Not much.
Not much there. A couple of good things, but
and hanging out with Joe Rogan all on the way. Stay there.
This is the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM. Sirius XM. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show.
and Erock, that's great.
Stupid Erock. Good morning, everyone. Erock, why'd you play the worst of Sweeper going into break?
I didn't
We're live.
I didn't realize I grabbed from the wrong file.
Yeah, but then Sam had to tell you, and you had this look of what? What just happened? What? Don't you listen to what you're playing?
Not usually to break, no.
That's a very bad. That's not a good policy.
No, it's not.
Is this a thing? Is this part of your bit?
No, this is nothing.
Nothing?
No.
All right. Ernest Borgnine died.
Oh.
Know what show I forgot all about? McHale's Navy.
McHale's Navy. That was huge.
Fucking show was hilarious.
McHale.
Who was the was it the sergeant, the captain, character actor with that weird voice?
Yeah.
They were playing clips of him on a bunch of the news shows. this morning.
McHale. He was always mad.
McHale.
He was always angry.
Who was that guy? And was he in anything
Flynn.
else? Joe
Wow,
Flynn.
very good.
Someone knows it. He was funny, man.
Yeah.
But Ernest Borgnine, I was reading some of the tweets, and everyone's deeply sad. And it's like, how are you sad for a guy that lives to 95?
95, had a great career.
I get you're going to miss him and all, but it wasn't like he died tragically.
No.
We'd all sign up for a 95, in good health, by the way. Because a mere, a year or two ago, he was talking about masturbating.
Talking about jacking off on the Fox News.
I think I got that clip, actually, really fast. Yeah, how are you sad for a guy that made it to 95, was still able to jerk off, and he seemed like he still had it all together? They would interview him every once in a while as he's walking around Hollywood.
Didn't seem like he lost his marbles or nothing.
But real quickly, you're 91 years old. You look fantastic. You look like you're in your late 60s, early 70s. What's the secret?
I don't dare tell you.
No meat. You don't eat meat.
I masturbate a lot.
Okay, I think... thank you, Ernie.
I actually heard that.
Ernie, have you ever been on YouTube before that?
Listen. Yesterday.
What are you talking
It went all over
this
the place.
guy?
Okay, we're going to take a quick time out. He'll be in the after the show. Log on to foxandfriends.com. I just shook his hand.
Pretty funny. They handled it pretty well.
Yeah. He pulled an Erock there, thinking you could just whisper something on mic.
There you go. In 91, he's masturbating.
Yeah.
Made it to 95. I would assume, he was masturbating.
Still jacking
pretty
off.
close to 95.
That McHale's Navy, too, was one of those shows back in the day where...
Look, by the way, this was before our time, but they rerun the shit out of it when I was growing up. I remember that. It was on the air from 62 to 66.
Yeah. And enough time, but not enough time had gone by with World War II where they were still able to talk about the Japs. Because that was a part of the show. It was a comedy, but they were on a PT boat in the Pacific. So they were fighting the Japs. And they were constantly talking about the Japs. And they had one Japanese guy that I guess was a deserter. They were a friend of theirs that they had to hide from the brass.
He didn't like dinner?
No, that's not that Chip. Jesus.
Go on,
Oh,
Chip.
God. And they spoke with him, and the brass didn't know he was there.
Right.
And he was so stereotypical of a Japanese person back then.
Yeah, but, I mean, in the old days, you used to acknowledge the enemy.
Yeah.
I saw that Mission Impossible movie, and we have a problem with Russians still.
Apparently so. It's safe.
When that should have been, Middle Easterners.
Should have been Middle Eastern terrorists. Yeah.
Even though they filmed in Dubai to sort of tell you, well, look, we know what the real problem might be.
Yeah.
The Middle East, but we can't really do that in this PC world. So we have a problem with the Russians.
They're trying to sell movies.
Oh God!
Is this Mission Impossible 3?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Enough already.
Yeah.
The nuclear launch codes. I was like, are you fucking joking?
A year is this.
Nuclear. Here's my guess, because they didn't show anybody falling off the Burj Tower.
Right.
I'll bet you that they fucking I bet you Dubai put money into that movie, or some investor put money into that movie and said, just can't be Middle Eastern terrorists, and don't have anybody falling out of that building.
Make
Don't
us
show
look
anyone
good.
dying.
Right.
Yeah. Make us look good.
I mean, that was my first Mission Impossible movie, so I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. It was all right. But let's go with the enemy everyone's thinking.
Yeah.
Of
just Middle Eastern terrorists.
Of course, Hogan's Heroes. It was in a concentration camp.
POW camp.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you like McHale's Navy?
I watched it. All the reruns growing up. You watched that? Sure. I thought it was funny.
Get us a clip from McHale's Navy, Sam, when you get a chance.
It was probably not funny, but at the time, I remember laughing as a little tater tot.
Yeah. All right. Well, back to
Ernest Borgnine. Oh, and since we're doing commemorative things, I guess happy birthday, OJ.
65.
He made it to 65.
He's 65.
I wonder what he's doing in jail right now. You think that shit? Like, what is OJ doing right now in jail?
He's probably doing something fun. He's probably smiling, laughing, talking to people.
Just joking around.
He's OJ.
Just joking around the weight room.
He's OJ. He's just behind the bars. He's in prison, but he's still OJ.
Yeah. Is this a good clip to play?
I guess. McHale's Navy.
You don't even know what McHale's Navy is, do you?
No. I mean, I know what it is.
God.
Kelsey Grammer remade it into a movie with Kelsey Grammer.
Boy.
But Tim Conway was in this damn show as well. Look at Tim Conway, a young Tim Conway.
Bigfield.
Should we play from the beginning?
If you want to.
See what that is.
You don't want us to play this, Sam?
From 62.
No, I don't care if you play it, but I mean...
A lot of people are all about the Ernest Borgnine thing today.
Well, McHale.
Yeah. I just want to hear that guy.
Somehow you always manage to clear the decks just in time.
Somebody
Guy dressed like a bride.
Bride, yep.
What in the blue Pacific is going on in here? What are they doing with these dresses?
Well, you see, sir,
His voice is great.
a show that the Special Service Officer is putting on. Yes, sir.
Special service officers.
Yes, sir. Ensign Parker. He's our Special Service Officer, and he's a wizard at this stuff, sir. Why, a regular Ziegfeld. Isn't that right, mister? I am. I am, yes.
Very young Tim Conway.
Call me Ziggy.
I'll blow your
young
mind.
Tim
Ready for
Conway.
this? Ernest Borgnine in this clip is 45 years old.
Wow.
He looks like he's 60.
50 years ago. Wow.
He looks like he's 60.
He was already 45 though too. That's pretty fucked up.
What happened to people back then?
And then he just kind of stopped. He got old young,
Right.
but then stayed there until
Right.
like he was 95. He looked the same.
He was in the Poseidon Adventure, right?
Yes, he was in the Poseidon Adventure.
He was 79 when they did it.
I saw a picture of him and who was the chick that he was with in the Poseidon Adventure?
Shelley.
No, it was.
I thought
someone will get it.
Shelley Winters.
No, Shelley Winters was the fat one. He was supposed to be a vice cop that married a hooker that he had arrested many times. That was their whole gimmick. Yeah, over his left shoulder in that
Fuck,
picture
you're
there.
right. She used to be in Mad Magazine.
Was she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would show her all cartoony and
Stella Stevens. Thank you, Jaster.
she used to have the big boobies and the nips and stuff. In
Oh,
Mad
yeah, all
Magazine.
right. That was in the Poop Side Down Adventure, they
Yes,
called it.
yes.
The Poop Side Down Adventure
A very
in Mad
famous
Magazine.
episode of Mad Magazine.
They weren't very good at coming up with titles.
Find it,
for
though.
things.
She looked hot as hell. I think I might have even jacked off to her, that magazine back then.
Apocalypse Now was a crock of shit now.
A
Which was
crock of
funny.
shit now,
and they
yeah.
beeped that shit. And then a Clockwork Orange was a Clockwork Lemon.
Oh, boy, were they wacky.
I liked Mad Magazine.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if it holds up, but
Oh, back
I
when you
really
were a
enjoyed
kid, it
that
was
shit
great.
when I was growing up.
Then I graduated to
And what was it called? Oh, you got
National
it?
Lampoon's, the Poop Side Down Adventure.
The Poop Side Down
There it
Adventure.
was.
Just poopy humor.
Yeah.
A lot of poopy humor in Mad Magazine. So that's all we got
Yeah, a
on
lot of
Ernest, I
poopy
guess.
humor.
He was in SpongeBob SquarePants, too.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the mermaid
Kept working,
guy.
didn't he?
The mermaid thing there.
Kept working.
Yeah.
What a guy. Now he's
Anyway.
dead. See where that got him? See all that? Poor guy.
So back to Vegas.
Oh, man.
Sam, Jimmy,
Yeah.
Anthony, Bob Kelly all went to Vegas for the UFC fight.
UFC. Sam was Bobby's bitch.
Yeah.
I saw the first time I saw Sam.
I guess that's not a bit anymore, huh? Bobby kind of likes you.
My mom called yesterday after
Concerned?
I got home.
Concerned?
And she tried to be casual about it. She goes, "So you had your own room, huh?" I was
Oh,
like,
boy.
"Yeah, I had my own room. I
Oh,
always
man.
have my
she
own
thought,
room."
oh.
She's like, "Oh, so you didn't end up sharing a room with Bob Kelly?" No, Mom. Bob Kelly didn't touch me.
Wait, but how does she know this shit?
She listens to the show.
Yeah.
You call her up.
It
Play sound clips. That say
it
the
was
C word.
embarrassing to watch him just you were fawning over Bob.
No, I was assisting him.
He had everything in the bandolier.
Well, Bob presented me at the airport on Thursday morning. We showed up at the airport, and Bob presented me with a bandolier.
Yeah.
And he said, "This is what you have to wear this all weekend." And we decided I had to put my keys on it so that way I jingle when I walk, and they'd know. Jim and Bob would know when I was coming.
Like putting a bell on a cow or
Yeah.
something.
And I would have to fill the bandolier with things that Bob and Jim might need: tissues, toothpicks, mints, gum, Erock, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and Bobby would just ask for these things.
Yes.
He wouldn't even ask for them. He'd tell him.
Why do you play along,
He'd
Sam?
say things like, my throat hurts, my throat. And then Sam would come flying over. Here's a lozenge. Here's a lozenge.
I was sitting on the other side of the cage from them at UFC.
Yeah.
And I actually had to run around the entire arena and convince the security to just let me through for a second so I could bring Bob Kelly a lozenge. He was having throat problems.
Yeah, he was having severe throat problems.
And I had the lozenges in my bandolier.
Why do you play along? Why do you play along?
Why was I there?
Why do you play along?
Because that's why I was there. I mean,
What's that about?
They
What's
sent
going
me
on
to
there,
Vegas.
Sam?
Why else would I be in Vegas for, and not to assist Bob Kelly and Jim Norton?
No, and Jim Norton. It would be one thing if that's what you were doing, but you were fawning over Bobby.
Jim didn't need as much assistance as Bob.
I needed
did.
very
that's
little.
true.
Yeah.
I basically needed Sam on camera.
Yeah.
And Sharpie duty.
Yeah. And the bandolier. I had Sharpies for Jim if he needed
He
them.
did have them.
This Bobby bit's it's a bit, right? It's not real.
He needed an assistant.
This is a bit, right?
He needed an assistant. I don't understand what's so hard to figure out about this.
Yeah.
It's a nice picture of you. I like that picture of you.
Oh, that's wonderful. On a little walking, little moving sidewalky thing.
And look how well the bandolier fits me. He got me a medium. That's how I knew he really did get one just for me.
You did wear it better than he did.
Oh, thank you.
Because his would rest up on his side. Really? It was just fucking Bobby, man.
But then
How does Bobby look? Is he doing all right?
I would just
I'm being
like,
honest.
He didn't do that bad.
I would like to see Bobby lose weight a little faster than he is. That's all I'm saying.
That's all you're gonna say.
That's
we
all
worry
I'm
about
saying.
Bobby Kelly, Robert Kelly.
I had a protein bar in the bandolier in case he was malnourished at any point. It came in handy in the airport, by the way, on the way back.
Yeah.
When he was whistling incessantly, annoying fucking people in the...
I never knew he was a champion.
He whistles?
He said he was a champion whistler, and he's just whistling horribly in the airport, and people are looking, they're getting fucking annoyed as shit.
And
Film this shit, please.
Oh, I couldn't even... No, because I was too busy trying to not even look like I'm with them.
Right.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning, by the way.
Yeah, it was
So
5
everybody's
a.m. in the
miserable.
airport.
It was
Everyone's
awful.
miserable, tired, and he's like, just loud whistling. Oh, it was embarrassing.
So what, you guys had to do the red eye after the fights?
It's 6
No,
a.m. flight.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
When are the fights end?
We were able to take a little nap.
Vegas time, it ended early, obviously.
Yeah.
10 and the press conference.
10 and stuff. Oh, so you could get a few hours sleep
Honor and distance.
if you wanted to.
But I wore the bandolier everywhere. I wore it to dinner. I wore it everywhere we went. I had
Yeah.
the bandolier. And like when we went to film and audio record at the Expo, since the bandolier can't hold my equipment, I had to bring a book bag, but then also the bandolier.
Yeah, he was loaded for bear, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, we did go to dinner with Joe Rogan and a couple of his people.
Who do you have along with him?
He had a Red Band with him.
Red Band's cool.
Red Band's great. He
Yeah.
had a buddy of his, yeah.
And Fight Doctor. A Fight Doctor guy.
An actual fight doctor?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And then we all went. And
Where'd you go to dinner?
That goddamn great steak place.
Craft steak in the MGM.
In the MGM.
What's craft steak?
Fuck, it's so good. It's a steakhouse that they got in the
What is it,
in the
like
hotel.
a famous chef?
Yeah, who runs?
Is it?
I
Oh,
think
is
it
it?
is. I think it's one of the guys from.
Has to be.
Fucking, let me see. Somebody will pop it up. It's really good though.
Yeah.
It's not Gordon Ramsay.
What makes it so good? We've all been to a lot of steak places.
Just the fucking play. I had like surf and turf, and it was good. The surf and the turf.
Wait, you went surf in Vegas?
You know what?
That old gag.
There's some places in this country you'd never order anything surf.
You know damn well they fly it in that day.
Fucking thing is getting priority.
Right, of course it
That
is.
thing's
If it's
in
Vegas.
in the fucking co-pilot seat. That
Right.
lobster.
Right.
Yeah,
They-
really good.
They get their lobster before Boston does from Maine.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Maine goes, fuck Boston. We got to get lobster to Vegas first.
Getting a real quick jet.
Yeah,
Wing it on over there.
You know it's good.
Yeah, really, really good. So we went to dinner, and then I guess somebody just brought up real casually, hey, Dice is playing here in Vegas. I was like, oh, and Rogan's just like, always the animal. Let's go. Let's go see him. Dice once said to me, he goes, hey, if you're in town, you come over. He was playing at the Riviera. So Joe Rogan texted right there, and within seconds, Dice got back to him, all caps. Yeah, come by, bring you whoever you want. And so we went over to, hey, asshole face. He actually said that. We went over to the Riviera, where he's playing, and wow, if that ain't stepping into a fucking time machine.
Really? Why?
Because everywhere else we have been, they kind of upgraded things and stuff.
They're casinos?
This is just the epitome of
Old Vegas?
And by Old Vegas, I especially mean the waitresses walking around. We laugh at some of the other waitresses, like at the Trop in Atlantic City and stuff like that. I've never seen older waitresses, and I'm not kidding.
Waitresses should be young and hot.
Yes.
Fuck that PC shit.
Dude, they looked like Sandy Kane in waitress uniforms.
please.
It was that bad. And then the casino, you walk through, there's zero energy. Like that vibe of a casino.
Is there just a sadness in the air?
A sadness,
because like
hung in the air with
you
the
go to the
cigarette
MGM
smoke.
and you know people are losing a lot of money, but there's glitz and glam, and
yes,
and you feel the energy and the excitement, and then
yes, there's an energy. There was no energy. It was
in
just
the air.
Sadness, and just
they should allow smoking there.
Like just people at slot machines on their fucking hover rounds and wheelchairs and just pulling that lever, hoping for the dream, and it will never come.
You don't think the dream ever comes for most people?
Never. Oh, it was just.
Yeah.
We had to ask one of the waitresses where the theater was, and she was just old, had no clue.
But Dice was in his element.
Oh, was Dice ever? We went up there to the place he was working. Unbelievable. He was fucking hilarious. And we were laughing so hard. I'd look over at Sam, and Sam had this face on after Dice would deliver some of his jokes, like, what's he doing? Like, what?
What's wrong with you, Sam?
He's just...
Why don't you like Dice?
I love Dice, but that's why he's funny.
What's going on in your head? You're usually very honest. Let's go.
He starts doing joke because his premises... like, couldn't happen. And they don't...
What, like licking a girl's asshole in line at the bank?
Yeah.
No,
that could happen.
He does this whole bit that I don't want to give away about it, board games. Yeah. It's just like the most insane, ridiculous...
Why? Because all of a sudden the place he
and who
is,
cares
what
if
he's
you give it
doing
away?
with these women.
He's got enough material.
He's not really doing this, I don't think.
Right.
But it's hilarious, and especially in the way he just treats some of the people in the audience. It was great.
He threw somebody out 2 minutes into the show.
2 minutes. 2 minutes into the show, a guy was being escorted out of the
Why?
fucking
What did the
place.
guy do?
He was drunk.
Yeah, chatting back a little bit.
And he was being a little chatty back, and, you know.
Dice walked on stage. He lost... excuse me, he looks really good.
Oh, yeah.
He's thin, and he lost a lot of weight. Yeah, but he looks thinner. Yeah.
Even thinner, wow.
And he was wearing fucking baby boy long shorts and high black socks. He was dressed like a fucking British child.
Yeah. His pants were fucking retarded. They were like little jeans. They came up to,
How much
what
does
are they,
he weigh, you
just
think?
below his knees or something?
If you had to guess, how much does he weigh?
I don't know how to do weight. I'm a terrible judge. I don't know what he was before. I think he lost 40 pounds. Like, he looks really good.
Good for Dice.
He's over at the Riv, and I think he's like there all the time.
Yeah.
And that let me tell you something. It's an old school place.
Oh, yeah.
What a vibe. What a vibe in that comedy place, though, man. What a fucking vibe.
Yeah.
It's not the club, but the theater above it. It's an amazing place to perform. It doesn't have like this new shitty. It has an old school
comedy club.
Comedy club feels
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, really goddamn funny. I mean, Dice just going off, and we were laughing so hard at just him. I look over and Rogan's face is like red. He's just, and you hear Rogan like going, ah, just screaming, laughing.
Joe Rogan's screaming laughter was above everything going on.
Because it was just fucking. It was everything we wanted it to be.
He was so funny.
Because when we were at dinner and we wanted to go to Dice, we're like, oh, it's going to be fun. And you hope it would be. You know, you're not going to be disappointed. Right. It was everything we wanted it to be.
Awesome.
It was fucking rude Dice. At one point, Jimmy just turns to me and goes, "He's just a fucking pig." and it got me laughing so hard because it's like, yes, he is. He's just talking about women. And fucking and this and your assholes and they're fucking bleaching their asses. Just classic that type of Dice. All new stuff, but it's like it's classic Dice.
Yeah. He had this whole thing about how gay people are made that just made no sense.
What's his take on that?
Oh, it had something to do with the physiological makeup of the woman.
Yeah.
Whether, you could tell if a woman is going to give birth to a, as he said, a fag, based on, how she's put together.
But it was like, it was a theory that not only have I never heard anybody say, I would never think that anybody could possibly even think it. Like,
Right.
it just makes, it's the most ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
It was
but
idiocy.
hilarious.
That's
complete
Complete
idiocy.
idiocy.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Fucking
It
funny,
was
though.
very, very enjoyable.
Really
Oh,
funny.
So much fun. Yeah. we're just.
Did you hang out with Dice a little bit? Or?
Oh yeah, he was happy to see us.
Yeah,
because Rogan's so bold. Like I'm always like, let's go backstage. So Joe's like, come on, let's just walk. So Rogan just walks over the stage and back. Like he doesn't give a fuck, man. He's he's that guy. So of course I followed him, and then he said, go out and get everybody. So we went out and Ant and Bobby. Bobby had never met him. I didn't know that.
Bobby never met Dice.
Bobby never met Dice. Wow, so he was like nervous and wanted to meet.
And Jim was like, hey, Dice, can I take a picture with you and Bob Kelly? And Dice just goes, but I don't know him. Who is he? Jim's like, no, but I'd like it too. And he goes, but I don't know him.
With Dice, everything has to be a production.
Everything is a production.
Everything.
And then they take the pictures. Then of course he's hugging Bob. All right, now we know each other.
Yeah. Then he gets like that, all palsy.
It was fun, man.
It was a great time. Fucking UFC was amazing. They just took care of us.
How's the gambling, Ant? I saw you tweeting about playing some cards.
Yeah. I took a little bit of a beating right off the bat, but then I did good and I made a few bucks. Nothing near even being crazy. I didn't even gamble to the point where I was mad. I just tossed some bucks away and then I won some back. I did all right. Not one of these, record-setting events, but I left a winner. One hand had me so fucking pissed off. I get dealt a hand. The dealer's got a 4 showing and a down card, obviously. It's blackjack. And deals me a 7 and a 7. So you split that shit. Dealer's showing a 4. What am I going to do?
You have to.
Stay on 14? No, I'm going to try to get a couple of 10s, get a 17, hopefully the deal will bust, or maybe get something else. So I fucking, I split them. Gives me another. Now I had it was a $400 bet on the original thing. So now every time I do something, it costs another $400. So I split $400. Then I get another 7. So I got to split again, another $400. Then she deals me a 3. So now I got to double down.
Holy shit!
Because I got a 10.
Right.
So on top of that 10, I hit a fucking. I get a 10. On the other 2 cards, I get a 10 and a 10. So I have 2 17s and a 20. She got 4 shown. She flips over that fucking 7. That fucking 7, and then the face card for 20 fucking 1. Wow. I was just like, what? How?
Wow.
Are you happy for her?
No. I was very upset.
You should be happy
at
for
that
her.
one.
That's like clockwork, though. 4, 7, 10. Boom.
It was, brutality. But I wound up making back. I finally got a good table, fun, bunch of guys that were just fun and laughing, and a dealer that was dealing some good cards, so I was able to make some money back. But I didn't do much gambling, oddly enough. We went to the pool a lot.
Nice.
To the pool. They got this pool complex now at the MGM that's fucking amazing. You'd think you were in Atlantis in the Bahamas. It's in the middle of the fucking desert, and there's just a shitload of pools.
I actually didn't go to the pool at all. Was it nice?
It's a complex of pools. It's like a shitload of different pools in the
Are they all
grand
connected,
pool
though,
area.
sort of?
No, but they're all in the same complex. If you walk around, you know how Atlantis has all those sidewalks and stairs and things all over, places to walk and plants and lights and music. That's what they got now. And then around the whole thing, they got this this lazy river thing going on, where you get the tube and you're fucking sitting there and grab a beer and just lazy river your ass right around a few laps. And then I wound up getting a cabana for me and the young lady, and sat in the cabana.
Nice.
And
how much does the cabana cost?
It's like
out there.
Well, you reserve it the day before, and then you have like an $800 minimum for the food. So then they just bring your shit. I was like, bring me some cracked crab, please.
Sam, did you enjoy your cabana, Sam?
Oh, I was not poolside.
Oh,
I was getting some signed gloves for Norton. And making sure Bobby had enough gum, mints, and cough drops.
Nice.
Oh, these guys were working. They were.
We spent all day Friday doing audio. We did a lot of audio Friday.
Did the special air?
Yeah.
Yes, it did. It was on Saturday.
How did it do?
Great, and the special turned out great because we got so many fighters. We got all the audio on Friday, and then I stayed up late Friday night editing it and then FTPing it back here. and Sal was in here on Saturday.
That's amazing. Nice. Yeah, that actually worked.
I thought we were all just the guys hanging out in the casino while Ant was gambling, and me and Jim and Bob were kind of just watching him at his table at one point. We were all just laughing together, and then the guy in charge of things comes over and he points to me and he goes, "Son, can I see your ID, please?"
Oh, that was funny.
Carded.
Yeah. Sam got carded.
Aw.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
And we did Saturday, me and Sam walked around with Bobby, who became a part of a Chip video, which normally I don't have any, but I dressed a little different. I wanted to UFC it up for the Chip video.
Can I see the video?
It's not up yet. It'll be up. I'm going to edit it this afternoon.
All right. Back to the cabana. I didn't mean to...
Yeah, no, it was amazing. It was great. That whole pool complex is amazing.
Yeah.
And it really is, when you think about it, it's like, without water, without a constant influx of water into this town, it just turns into a desert in a week. It would be done. Everything would be dead. It was 110 degrees.
I went outside at like 2:30 in the morning, and it was as if the sun was beating on you at noon. It was still 100 degrees at 2:30 in the morning.
Blazing fucking hot.
It was just as bad back home here.
But we had a dry heat.
I think the dry heat's way better.
Oh, it is.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, it's the dry heat. Somebody was commenting, though, on dry heat and said, yeah, put your head in an oven. That's a dry heat, too. Yeah.
Not the best time of year to go to Vegas, but you guys still had a good time.
Yeah.
You just stay inside.
The air conditioning is nice. But you know what? When you're at that whole pool thing, you just jump in the pool, you get out, and it's nice and cool for a little while. And then that's why you got to get the cabana, because they got the umbrellas by the lounge chairs, and then you could hang back. You're not in this baking sun.
The cabanas.
Fuck it. That's how I roll, bitches.
But you're trying to sell it like the average person could just get a cabana.
Well, you know what? If you're going to go to Vegas, you know, what the fuck? Are you going there to save money?
And you do spend that gambling.
Get that economy.
In a lot of cases,
Get that economy going, people. Spend.
Spend. How are the flights?
Why did you have to?
Going there.
Who had the problem? Everyone?
Well,
no.
I don't know
Just
who couldn't have some sort of a problem with United Airlines.
You don't like United?
Let me tell you something. On the way there, we took Virgin American.
Oh,
I didn't. We flew Continental. I mean, United.
Yeah.
I've done the Virgin American. With the sleeper seats.
It's fucking great.
It's the only way to fucking fly.
Great. First of all, you walk in.
Holy shit.
This plane still had like the price tag on it.
Really?
Brandy new.
Brandy new.
Brandy new plane.
Did you have the sleeper seats?
Yes.
With the pillows and the blankets? You're in your own pod?
It was fucking fantastic.
You wake up and go, what? I'm in Vegas?
It was fantastic.
I had that once. It's
you go
amazing.
in, they got some nice music playing.
Right.
And the lights over the windows, like there's a strip where the subdued lighting is in there, was like purplish pink.
You feel like you're in a spa.
Yes.
Everything's just...
And then, you know what? You're not sitting in front of a bulkhead either. It's a glass, like, half wall that looks forward, so you're not, like, just staring at a wall. Personal entertainment systems for every seat in there, in, first class. Thank you.
Oh, no wonder.
Oh, see?
Sam, didn't fly first class?
Yeah, I didn't. I was like, how could they have 20 rows of sleeper seats?
It was great.
Yeah,
great.
That's an experience. It really is.
And I couldn't have had a better flight. The service, fantastic. The flight attendants were they were good. They were cordial, smiling. Then the flight back.
A little different?
United/Continental clusterfuck that they put together, where the second United took over Continental, they did away with those pesky things like pillows, blankets, and any creature comfort you might want on a fucking flight across the country. So
no blankets?
No.
What's
they
that
might
about?
have them if you ask, but no pillows.
Why?
Well, they said it was after the swine flu or bird flu or whatever for hygiene. This full of shit.
Shut the fuck up.
They just didn't want to deal with
They
that.
just didn't want to fucking deal with it.
Lying sacks of shit. Yeah, so I just start getting an inkling when I walk into the plane, and I always kind of look to the left and look at the flight deck, and and I'm seeing instrumentation on there that fucking Lucky Lindy must have used. We were on an old fucking plane.
That's the worst feeling.
Old plane. And
they always say how flying's safe, but, you know, let's be honest, the ones that do go down.
The older the plane, the more shit's been replaced on it and fixed and everything else. And, you know, when you start patching shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was really old. And so we take our seats, and I'm looking like, what the fuck is this?
Are you in first class?
Yeah. I'm right there on row 1, so I got the bulkhead seat, which, again, Virgin Atlantic had a great bulkhead seat. I had no problem with that. It's like an inch from your face. You're right there with the wall. I couldn't even stretch my legs out.
And your legs, you're again.
And you're in first class.
Look. Right. I know people are going to be like, but I'm paying for first class.
So
I wanted what I was paying for.
So did they just squeeze another first class seat in there?
I don't know what these cocksuckers did.
It sounds like they should have just got rid of that seat and spread out the rest of first class.
Exactly. I don't know what these pigs did, but you know what? If you're flying first class and you're paying top dollar, you want consistency. The problem I have with first class and airlines is there's no criteria for it. One time you'll pay money, go into first class, you'll have a sleeper seat, great fucking plane, new equipment, it's fantastic. Then you pay the same amount of money, you get a seat that's barely any better than a coach seat. This didn't have a leg thing or anything, not even a footrest or anything. It just went back as much as any other seat would go back. And again, look, motherfuckers, I know I'm bitching about first class. I know some of you cocksuckers can't understand.
But it sounds like you weren't in a first class seat.
Right. The whole first class
so
section
you kind of wasted your money there.
It was a cushioned seat. That's pretty much the only difference.
The problem I had with it is it's just mostly the leg room. Like the fact that you couldn't stretch your legs to the bulkhead wall. I used to. Everyone remembers how I fought for Continental, and like I'm telling you, they're awful. Now. And the customers, the people who work for them are terrible.
Terrible.
They're fucking terrible.
But
the flight crews are shit.
You turned us all on to Continental.
But
so where are we going next?
They're just not nice.
You fly enough to know.
We had every time I fly on Continental now, honestly, every time, even if I don't have the interaction, I watch one of their employees being cunty to someone. Whoa. Going out, Aunt wasn't on the flight going out. I got yelled at. We watched a woman. She was working in the lounge area. She looked like Francine, actually, with more hair. And she was just being cunty to customers. And I watched the whole interaction. It wasn't like I walked in on the middle of something. I was watching people from the beginning of their interaction with her, and she was just a fucking bitch. She wasn't pleasant. She wasn't helpful. She was just kind of snapping at people. So we get on the plane, and I go to the bathroom, and I get out, and I'm just taking something down. I have a mouth guard I use so I can sleep. And she happens to be on the plane now for whatever reason. She goes, I need you to sit down so I can close the door.
Ugh.
And I'm like, I made an immediate decision, because I mumbled as she walked away, like, you didn't have to yell, you fucking cunt. I mumbled it, and I didn't say it loud, because I knew what I wanted to say would have gotten me thrown off the plane.
You get thrown off in a second now. They got you held hostage.
But she didn't say, hey, could you please sit or close the door? I need you to sit so I can, like she had told me 5 times.
Right.
And I had just ignored her. And I'm like, I just watched this fucking bitch being awful to people and rush. It's like, if you don't like your job, and I should take our own advice, but it's like, just do something else then. Like, don't sit there and attack everybody I watch people asking her legitimate questions. And she's just a bitch. Just a fucking awful, rotten bitch who didn't want to be dealing with the public, who is not good at her job.
Who could you complain to?
Oh, nobody over there.
You can go to their customer service, but they don't care because they're all fellow employees.
Right, there we go.
You know who I complain to? The people at Virgin American, who will get my fucking business any time before fucking United ever gets it. There's no fucking reason. And then I caught shit from the fucking flying waitress on the trip back on the dumb United flight. You know what? I'm sitting there. It's me, my girl's sitting next to me and stuff, and we're yapping, and they got that safety thing going on. I know, and I'm not being excessively loud. We're not, just kind of talking.
Well, that safety thing is garbage.
And everyone is seeing it.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Because if a plane's going down, no one's going to remember the safety speech.
Don't worry about it.
Yelling and screaming and trying to save their own lives.
I know the
any way
whole
they
thing.
can.
I know the whole thing by heart.
Right.
So she turns to me and she goes, I need you to be quiet for that. And okay, I'm fine with that. I didn't even mind that. That wasn't the cunty part. So I'm like, all right, I'm looking, watching it. Then later on, after it's over, she kneels down next to me and goes, where I'm from, you don't mess with your waitress or bartender. Like, hey, I'm not going to get you your shit because you were fucking talking during my presentation.
Holy fuck.
And she looked like Chip, the lady.
Yeah, she
looked
really
like
did.
Chip.
You're paying for this.
Yeah, and I'm paying for it. It's first class, shit seat, and she's giving me crap.
Did she give you your drinks?
She damn well better have, yeah.
But she made them wait last before she went to the food thing. She started from the back.
Yes, she did.
Really? Wow, you showed him.
That fucking bitch.
Yuck.
But also, I forgot to mention, when we were boarding the plane in Newark, we were going to Vegas. I flew first, but, the company flew me first. And Sam, they flew coach. But one of the things is I wanted to bring him on with us because he...
well, it's a courtesy.
It's a courtesy, and you're allowed to bring your traveling
with you. Right?
You're allowed to bring your traveling companion on the plane with you.
Right.
But this way, Sam wouldn't have to wait to put his bags up and stuff. So Anthony Bourdain was actually on the flight. I didn't know it until I was on the plane, and we were pretending not to notice each other. And is
that true?
Of course. It's why it's by the it's.
Wait, explain that.
Oh, one second. So we're getting on the plane, and Bobby and I were sitting together, and so we had Sam come in the line, like, come on with us, and the woman told, well, we don't allow that anymore. That the bitch who looks like Francine said, we don't allow that anymore. So basically, if you're flying in first, you're not allowed to bring your travel companion on. You're supposed to just leave them out in the lounge.
That's just another dumb courtesy. That was nice.
But he came on, and so when we were leaving Vegas, I asked the people, can we bring him on?
Right.
And they're like, yeah, you can still do that. So basically, another example of how that woman in Newark just didn't know her job.
Didn't know
and
her
was just being a bitch. Just being a fucking bitch for no reason.
Probably knew her job and kind of likes the power thing.
But she lied. She said that we weren't allowed to do something we were allowed to do.
Well, people lie all the time in their jobs because they like the power trip.
What a bitch.
So I didn't know Bourdain was even on the flight, to be honest with you. He was sitting directly in front of us. I had no idea it was him.
I'm surprised by that.
And then
your radar is always up for celebrities.
Yeah, but then I'm going to the bathroom. I saw him look up and then look down real quick. I'm like, oh, okay. So, but people always say to you, why don't you talk to these guys? That's why. He's fine. He's a big UFC guy. He doesn't have any reason to be fucking friendly to me. But not even like an acknowledgement that he knew I was. It's like, I know it. That's why I get pictures with these guys and then fucking ignore them. Because any interaction you have with them is a fucking lie. It's not a real... he was on the show. We had a nice time chit-chatting. Right. And again, that's where it ends. Right there. It begins and ends right there. There's no real...
connection being made.
That's why I look at them like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Because like we had a good time. We chit-chat. We're promoting his book. And not even a, hey, man, how are you?
Well, Mark Wahlberg remembered us. And, oh, that's right.
But it's like a little silly thing like that. Like, that was just, you know what? That's what it is.
Right.
So we have to interview Bourdain in Comic-Con when we go, I guess.
So bring it up.
Of course I will.
Maybe he's just shy.
Yeah, he's not shy. He's, please. He didn't give a fuck. And that's, again, I don't hate the guy. So what? I didn't say hi either, but I consciously saw him look up and act like he didn't, and then look like,
oh, boy.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was it. And I was able to get Bobby pretty good, though, on the Continental flight. I asked the stewardess if she had the big seatbelt extenders. I leaned over, I pointed, I go, Bobby... I go, excuse me, do you have, and I pointed at Bobby, I go, do you have the seatbelt extenders? Because I think he goes, I got it. I clipped it. He's all pissed. Bobby is a fucking, he's a force to be reckoned with. Like, at the UFC, I was sitting next to him, and I think he thinks he's skinny Bobby, because he leans over to talk to you. Now, you got to realize where a head is on someone's body. It's right in the middle. Center line. and you got all this other real estate, which is your body. So when you lean over to talk to somebody in your chair and you're leaning your head over, by the time your head gets close enough to the other person's head, your body has been there for a while now, you know. He was literally knocking me out of my chair.
To lean over to
talk to me. And he's a big guy. And he doesn't know his own strength. He'd try to tap me, like to say, hey, check this out. And it was like I was being backhanded, like a spinning back fist to my chest every time.
Spider-Man?
Yes.
For the people that have seen
He didn't
Spider-Man.
know his own strength.
And he's next to me, too. Bobby's between me and Ant. And I have my camera thing on my side like I always do. So I kept sitting down and my camera thing on my side, which was like a gun, kept bumping into Bobby. He goes, dude, you know, your camera keeps hitting me. He's like, you should move it. And I'm like, the camera's not the problem.
Exactly. Anyone else sitting there, there wouldn't be an issue.
You're the first person I've ever hit with the camera. What does that tell you?
The thing about Bobby, you know, he's easy to goof on, but man, you go too far, he will knock your head off your fucking
Bob's
body.
a fucking psycho.
Yes.
You know?
Lunatic.
And you don't really know where that line is. The one thing that is going to just make him go, I'm going to now rip your fucking head off.
Yeah.
And that fight, did you see the fight, dude?
I did, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I wish it went a little longer, but it was
Me
still a
too.
great fight, man.
Fuck, I thought the first after
People
the
are talking about the knee.
The knee was perfectly legal.
A lot of people saying it wasn't legal.
They're dumb.
They just don't know, right?
They're dummies because it looked like it hit him right in the chest.
Yeah.
It was absolutely a legal knee. Rogan said it. I've seen it on replay. It was legal.
Right.
I saw it.
Yep.
It was a completely legal fucking knee in the chest. The first round, it was only 2 rounds for non-UFC fans who hate when we talk fight talk. The energy of fucking that fight starting, man.
Yeah, that was huge.
I don't think I've ever felt that energized in a public place before in my life.
Well, I don't think we've seen a build-up like this fight in a long time, right?
No, this was the biggest one.
The UFC knows how to build up their fights, but this one was way over the top.
Dude, the biggest one in their history.
I think so.
And it was...
Silva's unbeatable, huh?
It seems that way,
Who
man.
the fuck is he going to fight next?
I'm going to guess somebody is going to come down from light heavyweight to fight him. I don't know.
What's the weight difference between him and John Jones?
20 pounds, but he won't go up to fight Jones. He wouldn't do it.
And Jones will come down. I mean, obviously...
Jones might, but he wouldn't go up. He's 38.
Can't they meet in the middle somewhere and just create some weird fucking... I don't know.
I think they can do that. But I don't know if...
Could you imagine a John Jones-Anderson Silva fight?
It would be awesome. It would be awesome. I think Jones would beat him, though. He's just a bigger guy. But, so the first round, it looked like it was going to be the same thing all over again. He had Anderson right on the ground, Chael. He wasn't hurting him, though, but he was dominating on the ground.
Yep.
And then in round 2, he came out, and there was a really weird moment where there was Silva threw a couple. It looked like they tried to take each other down, and nobody went down. And then Anderson hit him with a couple of punches, hard shots, and then it just clicked. It was a weird switch where all of a sudden he was dominating the fight.
You just knew it was his fight.
You knew it was his fight, and he threw a couple of really hard shots, and Chael did a spinning back fist and missed and fell. Mm-hmm. And then that's when Anderson jumped down and drove that knee into his chest. And Chael did get up again, but then Anderson knocked him down, I think, with a right and began pounding
his face.
And they stopped the fight. But they should have stopped it because then Chael didn't move for a few seconds after, I think. It was a good stop.
It was done. That was done.
And the knee was not illegal. And at the press conference after, anyone who hates Chael Sonnen, the guy is not a fucking whiner. He is not a baby. Because there was a thing where, like, I guess Anderson had grabbed his shorts for a second, and people were asking about that's illegal. And he goes, he grabs my shorts, I grab his shorts. It's a fight. He goes, he grabs my shorts this time, I'll grab somebody else's shorts. What goes around comes around. And then they go, what about the illegal knee? He goes, I'll have to watch it again, but I don't like this whole illegal thing. He goes, I like it when there was no weight classes. It's a fight. Chael is not a fucking baby, man. He lost. He gave Anderson respect. He goes, he's just a true champ. A true champion, the better man won. He really fucking said the things like he was a no bullshit guy when he lost. I know a lot of people hate Chael Sonnen, but he was a no bullshit guy. He didn't baby about it, and he didn't cry about the knee. Mm-hmm. Which he shouldn't have. It was a legal knee, but
Yeah.
he didn't even try to run with
I'm sure
that.
he knows where the knee landed.
Yeah, he took it.
Yeah, I'll tell you where it hit.
And Anderson in that second round really dominated him. And the fight before that was Tito Forrest, which was, it was Tito's last fight. And he was inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame that day. And I couldn't really, again, I thought Tito won, but a lot of people would have thought Forrest won. A lot of people thought Forrest won. So maybe
Tito knocked him on his ass a couple of times.
Yeah, but Forrest won by decision.
Yeah.
All 3 judges. So I guess maybe I saw it wrong, but I thought Tito had won. But again, that's whatever, because I kind of like Tito a little bit better.
Forrest constantly had energy, even though both of them looked like they were, dying at the end. But he was at least on his toes and moving around, and Tito was like lumbering. Just fucking...
Yeah, he looked a little gassed.
Yeah.
But after the fight, I guess Forrest wasn't happy with his performance, and he ran out of the ring again. Like he did in fucking
ring.
Philly.
Remember
What
that?
is he doing?
And Dana... All of a sudden, you see Forrest coming back, and it turns out Dana had chased him down.
Oh, shit, get
and
your fucking
screamed,
ass.
"Get the fuck back in the ring," or whatever it was he yelled. But when you go to those press...
Why does he do that?
But then at the end, and then this is fucking...
I understand one time, but...
Again. And this is Tito's last fight.
Right.
So after the fight's over, and then Forrest comes back in the ring, he takes the mic and interviews him instead of letting Rogan do it.
Yeah, that was so weird.
And he goes, "Do you think you were gassed at the end because you were doing autographs today?" And I guess that really pissed Tito off because he had started with Rogan years ago, and he wanted it. So the press conference is happening, and Tito's complaining about this. And Forrest kind of came in late and then sat down and just apologized. I said, "Look, I'm really, truly sorry for that."
Dana was pissed at Forrest, too, because he
Furious.
started the press conference, and, like, half the fighters were there, and a couple weren't there yet, and he was like, these guys are here. It was a great night of fights. They did great. Anderson is on the way. He's doing some interviews in the locker room, and, I don't know, Forrest probably ran home at this point, so what's the first question?
Yeah, he was furious, and he talks about that stuff really honestly, and he fucking bashed at these guys when they don't do the right thing. It was just totally uncalled for Forrest to do that, but...
Right.
All in all, it was a very fun night.
Yeah.
Fuck, was it a fun night.
Very cool. We should take a break and get into Chip Chipperson at the UFC Fan Expo.
I want to hear some of that.
Chip...
I haven't heard
What's
any of
this
it.
about, Sam?
Chip was in rare form for the entire Vegas trip. He had a lot of ideas for different businesses where he could put comedy clubs.
It had to be the entire Vegas trip.
The entire...
It had to be the
entire thing. Chip was noticing spots where he could put comedy clubs. The hallway was one, and he could then charge people for going in the hallway, and he would just perform himself.
What, that giant hallway?
Yeah, that long walk back to the hotel.
Holy fuck. Let me tell you something about the MGM. Wow. We were staying at the Signature Towers, and there's a tunnel, or kind of hallway, whatever the fuck you want to call it, from there to the main MGM hotel, the big iconic green building. It was the longest fucking walk ever. Every time. What a pain in the ass.
Are the towers new?
Yeah, but they were
We've
built
been
as
out there?
condos.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
But they didn't sell, so they're using them as the MG. They might have been built as hotel condos. Kenny warned us, though, but we didn't care. We were like, it's not a big deal.
It was, and I think that's why I didn't gamble as much, because the pain in the ass walk to the casino, it's not like the hotel you're staying, you just take the elevator down, and when the elevator opens on the lobby, you're hearing ding 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 bang 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 bang. It was a long fucking walk. And a couple of places in the big hallway they got them, but you're walking most of the time, yeah. And it's
I'm walking.
It's a long ass fucking
I'm
walk.
walking.
And they try to mix it up by putting a bunch of bends and turns in it, so you're not just looking at a tunnel that amounts to like the Lincoln Tunnel. So they bend it a little. How far would you say that is?
I mean, if
believe
you had to guess, whatever, yeah.
They were saying...
Think how long it took.
10 minutes. I think it was a little shorter than 10 minutes. But it was still like...
It was longer than 5.
Wait, they're saying it's a 10-minute walk?
I think it's probably 7 to 8 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's
a long walk.
A hallway.
That's at least a half a mile.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was around
That's
there.
at least a half a mile if it's 7
when
or
you
8
looked
minutes.
when you looked out at the MGM building from the towers, you'd look and go, that is fucking far.
How about
that's really far away.
The average walk? Look that up online. We could do some math here.
Oh, how long it takes? Oh, what speed you walk at?
Yeah, what's the average speed you walk at?
It was
how far do you walk? How far?
4 miles an hour.
What?
Kenny says 4 miles an hour.
All right, so if you're doing 4 miles an
How do you
hour
know
for
that?
7 minutes.
So
Smart.
All right, so then it's half a mile.
Is that it?
More or less, yeah. Because wait, what did he say?
4 miles an hour.
4 miles an hour.
So that's...
So you said 15.
That's
Say 7 minutes.
Yeah,
If it
so
was an
15
hour-
minutes would be a mile.
Right.
And
so
then you
about a
said
half
7
mile.
or 8. So, yeah, half mile.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, you're not good. Yeah.
yeah, half mile. Half mile, and
Half a mile
I mean,
away. And you have to walk back, too. So every time you leave your room, it's a mile.
it's a mile. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
It-
They
it-
should figure out an easier way to get you there.
We did that.
They had the
so
moving
many
walkways in the
What
hall.
about the tram? Isn't the tram right outside that hotel?
There was but it takes
In
you
the back?
to a place that wouldn't have. You had to get to the hotel first, the MGM.
How do they sell that you're in one of these towers and you're at the
Crazy.
MGM?
Well, they let you know where you are. I mean, you know that you have a walk.
In an average weekend, you're leaving your room 4 or 5. Wow, you're talking
We
like...
walked a lot. I
Right.
must have done that walk
Holy
1,000 times.
shit.
I didn't mind it though. Honestly,
No.
I would have preferred to stay in the MGM, but I wanted the
Well,
newer towers.
So
So
what sucks about that, when you leave your room, you're committing to be gone for the day. You know, when you're like,
Exactly.
oh,
yeah.
wait, I forgot something in my room.
Yep.
You could just quickly
Yes.
go back upstairs or whatever.
Right.
You got to make sure you got all your shit, and you got to make sure you're ready to leave, and you got to make sure you're ready to go.
Oh, yeah, don't forget anything because
Yeah, I
you
mean,
don't
we'd-
want to go back.
We'd easily make the trip.
Oh, they got to figure that out.
2, 3, 4
that don't
times
make
a day.
it don't make no sense.
Oh, no. That's...
Whoa, what's that about?
That's,
Does that mean we should break?
Chip was on quite a roll this weekend.
Well, I can't wait. We got audio of Chip at the UFC Fan Expo. We're going to play next for everyone.
These are your Chip's interviews. He did some observational stuff too, but that was more visual.
Yeah.
The interviews, however, we can definitely share with the radio
Will they
audience.
play audio-wise?
I believe they will. I was listening to them this morning.
Were you cracking out?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Sirius XM, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yes, we are live. Yes, we are live.
I mean, we're not on the worst of,
Yeah,
as the
like
sweeper would have
Erock
indicated.
said. Erock said we were.
Erock. How was your break, Erock? What'd you do?
I hung out at my house the whole time. It was great.
Relaxed, huh?
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh every time because he's just a consumer.
I
Yeah.
watched movies.
And the best way to consume is to just stay home.
Just stay home.
You watch movies? Sorry,
I
guys.
watched movies.
What kind of movies?
I ran through the Mission Impossible set. I've never seen them before. Saw that.
Why are you shaking your head, Sam?
The
He just
Women in
does
Black.
nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, I would
Just
understand.
does Nothing.
I worked on the
slept.
house. I played
Hold
with
on,
Legos.
I played with Legos, he says. I haven't slept in
did.
2 weeks.
I'm with Sam on this one. Like running through the whole Mission Impossible thing. That sounds like an activity for like I don't know, like February
Yeah, like you have to
on
be
a
like
shitty cold weekend.
snowed in.
Right, but right around 4th of July, there's always so much shit going on.
He was Roland had a party.
Oh, we had people over for the 4th.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Did some grilling at the house.
Wait, who came over for the 4th?
Friends.
I would
That you
imagine
don't know.
have a huge grill.
Why wouldn't he invite? Why wouldn't he invite
Flintstones.
his friends?
Fucking ribs. What?
He's inviting friends over for the 4th. I didn't know about any party
really?
on the 4th.
I didn't hear about it. either.
about
You
that
didn't hear
either.
about it, Jim?
No.
What's up with the no invite thing?
Because I have a invite out to all of you for the housewarming
Yeah,
that we're
but you
having
knew
this weekend.
Why
You
couldn't
knew
we do
Jim and me
both?
couldn't. But plus, you knew Jim and me couldn't go to the housewarming.
No, this was sent long before you guys made those plans.
Oh, boy.
So why wouldn't you invite people you know
friends.
and love?
To the 4th.
There were
Yeah.
people that I don't get to see every day like I do here, so
Oh, you separate your friendships.
What's that?
That's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Well,
All right, Erock. I mean,
Everything's got to be a mystery. I can't have my work friends and my personal
No.
friends.
He just didn't want us acting up in front of his new
Two
friends.
worlds collide.
His fancy friends. He didn't want people calling him, making fun of him.
Yep.
Apparently, you don't think Jim can behave himself in your house.
That's
Fine.
not true. Those worlds would collide this Saturday if everyone
Yeah, but you
was
knew he
coming.
couldn't come.
No, I didn't.
You knew we were going to come.
He doesn't want to be made to look the fool in front. Because they probably have
Jimmy
respect
is
for
welcome
him.
out any time that he wants to.
No,
come
that
out.
anytime shit doesn't work. We've discussed it on the show. We don't like when Ant does it.
July
The
1st to the
anytime
3rd or 5th on. I'm
Yeah.
welcome there, but not at the 4th.
You specifically did not invite Jim on the 4th.
Yeah, you got to reach out. Reach out.
Okay, I wasn't planning on it, but all right.
You just didn't want to hang with your radio friends.
Yeah.
There were other people in my life.
I know why, too.
Why?
Because I bet you his real friends treat him very differently.
Do you think they think
he
he's
doesn't
cool?
want the two to mix.
They respect him.
And he didn't want us to see him acting up and eating and being a fucking, just like being at home,
consumer?
relaxed, Erock.
And we rag
Just call
on
him a
him.
consumer.
And his friends would be like, why?
Wow,
Why is he rock?
Yeah, why are they beating you up so bad?
And he's got friends that would be like, "Holy shit, is that the Millennium Falcon Lego?"
Yeah, yeah. Whoa.
No, I don't have any friends that like that.
No, I think there's a different respect level with your other.
Do you think they treat him different?
Oh, absolutely.
Do they, Eric?
Yeah, they're not making fat jokes every 10 minutes.
Why, are they all fat?
No.
Blind?
It's every 5 minutes.
Blind.
How much food you go through for your barbecue?
He does. He probably likes to eat when he's with his personal friends quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
And no one even notices, right?
Because they don't get
Well, they notice, but they're too polite.
Yeah, yeah.
They know.
You think they know?
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, it's like watching somebody put shotgun bullets in his mouth.
Wow, I wonder why you weren't invited.
Fair enough.
What kind of consuming, though? I'm obsessed with the consuming part.
So you had the party on the 4th, and then just the rest, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it was just Nagel time?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because Erock eats stuff I didn't even know existed. Like just little treats.
Coke floats.
Little things.
Oh, my God.
What kind of consuming
Not
do you like?
fucking Coke floats.
Why do you like Coke floats?
I don't like Coke floats. I've never drank
Is that
them.
like a Florida thing when you were growing up there?
Something to cool you off on a humid day?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
As you're taking your boat to high school?
Pretty cool, huh?
All right, so you stayed home and you just kind of watched the
I
Mission
watched
Impossible
movies.
series.
I worked
Holy
on the house.
And he's probably just sitting there going, I don't get to do this too often, so I'm going to take some time to relax.
It was great.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't you go outside?
I did go outside, but then, you know what? It was hitting 100, so fuck that.
Yeah, that's a good point. You got to get a pool or something, I'm thinking.
I don't have enough property for a pool.
I thought he was going to say money, but why would he say money?
No, of course not.
Erock's done very well for himself. What's wrong with that, Sam?
He's done
You don't feel
very
like he
well.
owned it, earned it?
What, you mean spending the weekend at home watching Mission Impossible movies and building Legos? I don't know. Why
That's
would
his,
he say that?
that's his leisure.
Yeah.
He's a man
That's
of
his downtime.
leisure.
Every
He
weekend.
has every
And-
right to do that in his downtime.
And
Exactly.
on Twitter, apparently answering your questions about soda.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know
Did you
where
see
that started, but I kept it going as long as I could.
Why is that?
He loves keeping it going.
Answering all your questions. He is a soda expert.
Is he?
Soda expert.
They love him.
He knows what goes best with which ice cream.
Does he?
Soda Aficionado magazine.
What kind of ice cream with a Coke float?
I don't drink Coke floats.
What kind?
It's vanilla. He likes just plain classic vanilla with Coke.
Really?
Not Pepsi. He won't do Pepsi.
You don't do Pepsi?
Not with
I
not.
hate Pepsi.
I think
See
I
what
do
I mean?
Pepsi
I
over
don't
Coke.
blame him. Me too.
I do Pepsi over Coke.
But not with ice cream.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Diet too?
I don't drink a lot of soda,
yeah,
but when I
diet.
do, I think I go Pepsi over Coke, yeah.
I hate Pepsi products. Hate them.
Why?
Because they're such fucking little. They're the Burger King of sodas. They fucking stink.
I knew it was a personal vendetta and not actually based on the soda.
No, I'll tell you why. I don't like the way they taste, and I hate when I go to order a Coke and they go, "Yeah, Pepsi products." Or when I'm staying in like Courtyard Marriott's, because it's my favorite hotel, and I'll be like, "Yeah, let me get out and get a soda. Can I get a good Diet Coke?" "Oh, yeah, Pepsi products." Pepsi has to go in there and fucking nudge and whore their way in. If you don't sell Coke, we'll give you a discount.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Because
what
we
it is.
can't compete in the fair market. If you sneak us in and not Coke, we'll give you a discount.
Coke does the same thing.
Coke's the fucking... Coke is the...
gives discounts if you don't
Coke
have
is the
Pepsi.
biggest. Pepsi wheedles their... Pepsi fucking noodles their face in there. Hi, are you selling soda? Yes, we are. Well, if you only sell Pepsi product, we'll give you a discount.
Coke has
I think, although very funny, I think every fucking company does that.
No, they don't. Coke
They're all
doesn't give a fuck.
battling each other all the time. You don't think Coke gives a
They
fuck?
care less if Pepsi is there. That's it. They don't care if you sell fucking ham sandwiches or dog farts. Why would they care if you sold Pepsi?
So you think stores that just do Coke products, it's just because, look, we know this is better.
No, it's probably because Pepsi wants exclusive. Like Pepsi,
Yeah.
I'm sure Coke does the same thing, but Coke is just better. And Pepsi just annoys. I hate when I go, because I've never said, "Can I have a Pepsi?" We only carry Coke products.
That is true. You never hear that.
No, because Coke doesn't give a fuck if Pepsi's there. Why? Why would you? Why would you?
I got a question for Erock about soda.
Yeah.
The most overrated soda.
Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah, he did say he was
Knew
not a
the
fan of
answer.
any of the dews.
Wow, you had an answer, because I have an
he did.
answer.
Everyone swears how great Mountain Dew is, and it just tastes like piss.
Sierra Mist
That stinks.
is so fucking overrated.
Well, that's not 7-Up, of course. That's Pepsi's answer to 7-Up.
And Sprite.
We only have Pepsi products.
Wait,
please.
is that a Pepsi product?
Pepsi comes out with shit after Coke does.
Of course they do. Pepsi
Sierra
fucking
Mist. Sierra
stinks.
Mist is supposed to be Sprite.
Sierra Mist
Sierra
sucks.
Mist blows.
I had a nice cold 7-Up last night.
Oh,
It was
how good is
so
that?
goddamn
7-Up
good.
fucking kicks ass.
Oh, it's so goddamn good.
Where's the alcohol? What's wrong with you?
It's not.
Got a fever?
Oh, no.
What is it?
No, 7-Up is
its
independent.
independent
With
brand.
Dr. Pepper.
7-Up is good.
7-Up,
I thought
Dr.
they were
Pepper.
a Coca-Cola product.
Mr.
No,
Pibb
they're
is
distributed
Coca-Cola.
in
What?
certain regions.
Did you
they're
do a
their own
7 and
product.
7? What's wrong with
7-Up, how does 7-Up...
No alcohol. You
No,
all right?
no. What? I was saying I thought it was a Coca-Cola product.
No, you said you did a 7-Up last night. It was delicious.
Oh,
and I got confused there.
No,
Where was the other 7
It was
part?
just pure,
What happened to the other 7?
just pure. Very hard to drink on Sundays.
After a very long
After
flight.
a very
You
long
guys gotta be
fucking,
tired.
since Thursday, I was pretty much, actually Wednesday.
Hard to drink Sundays. Well, I guess that was a fucking tomato juice you were having there on the flight back.
I didn't say impossible.
It's amazing how you overcame that first.
No, there's nothing better than a couple of Bloody Marys when you first get on the plane to kind of knock you out. You know, especially with that goddamn fucking United seat that wasn't first class.
And chip lady face.
And chip
She's
lady
the
face.
worst.
Oh, and then looking over at Jim with those eye goggle things on.
God,
You had your little eye patch.
I had my eye patch, and I slapped my ass off. I had a
he
panic
did.
attack in bed last night again.
Aw.
I woke up and just started slapping myself because I can't sleep. It's ruining my life. But I sleep on the plane now because I have that dumb mouth guard. The mouth guard helps me
So
sleep
why
on the
doesn't
plane.
the mouth guard help when you're in your apartment?
Because I feel like I can't breathe. I've tried 7 different apnea masks. I can't. It doesn't work for me. I can't. I'm a crazy person. It's eventually going to end my life. I mean, I can't.
No.
Eventually.
I had something on the soda thing, the Sierra Mist being shitty.
We don't have come Diet Coke. We only carry Pepsi products. When I hear that, I want it followed by a shotgun blast. Fucking drives me nuts. God, I fucking hate that. It's like, we expect peace in the Middle East, and these two dog shit soda companies can't get along in a machine. I hate when they won't compete with each other. Coke does, of course, too. Drives me fucking
They really
nuts.
do make those little side deals to not.
I hate them
don't
for it.
deal with that.
Let us choose if your product's good.
Yeah.
I don't perform and go, yeah, I'll come on, but that's only if you don't have Robert Kelly here.
It's a good deal.
We all work.
Oh.
But we all work, you know what I mean? It's like if you can't compete, then get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right. Why the Courtyard best hotel? That's
For
not
me,
what
it
I
is.
There was something else I wanted to
Because
ask you
sheets bother me. I'm a crazy person when I sleep.
I love them. 2 holes.
But I sleep better in Courtyard by Marriott for whatever reason. For me, it just works. It's not the best hotel, but when we were in Rochester, I left a 5-star fucking spa to go to the Courtyard by Marriott,
Yes,
and
you
I
did.
slept like a baby.
I think I found a new hotel, the Hampton. What did they?
Hampton
call it?
Inns are okay, too.
Holy fuck, man! Because I was doing a lot of driving, and had to stop in the middle of my long drives for the night, and we found a Hampton Inn. Wow!
Why do you fly up? Why would you drive up?
It's 6 hours.
But that's a whole night that you waste in a hotel.
It's all right though.
Wow! Oh no, I would never do that.
No, it was. I mean, it. I think to answer your question, it's not far enough to fly for me. Like,
okay.
I could do the drive.
6 hours is beyond my limit. 5 hours.
Is it really?
5 hours, like DC. The DC market is my cutoff.
Yeah.
Because again, I spent the first 10 years of my career going,
And you don't have a kid. It's just easy to just throw everybody in the car and go.
Yeah, I guess so. Than the airport, right?
Although we've done well with the flying with the kid, but you never know when that's going to turn. But we found a Hampton Inn. Holy fuck!
They're not bad.
Comfortable bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they say the duvet's been washed and everything. They put a little fucking post-it right above the bed, like, don't worry, there's no cum on our duvets, is basically what they were trying to tell me.
That's pretty much what they are telling you.
They are telling you that.
We washed all the jizz off your duvet.
Right. It's like, look, if we're going to have duvets in the Hampton Inn, we don't want them thrown on the floor because you're assuming that they're filled with jizz. So the post-it was there saying the duvet has been washed for your convenience or something like that.
That's nice.
And for your comfort. And it was just weird that there was a post-it above the bed telling us that.
That's smart. They know the reputation of the duvet.
That's what it's got to be. But, man, everything was soft and nice.
Yeah, those are good. Those are good. Hampton Inns. Queen by Marriott, for me, whatever reason, is comfortable. The air conditioners are freezing. The smell of the room. There's something about the products they use where the smell of the room is just comfortable for me.
You don't feel like you're in a hotel room.
I feel comforted and sleepy and tired. Yeah, it smells clean.
It smells like home.
Yeah.
I wish I had stories. I went to Sodas Bay and hung out with Weeze and the gang. We just chilled.
Yeah.
I wish I had a real story for you guys. Usually we come back with good stories, but we just chilled, man. It was just nice up there, doing our little boat trips where we go. I was telling Aunt we go maybe a mile an hour with a lot of wine.
Putting with some wine.
But we talked about this because we all have the friend that has this. I do have one quick story. We all have that one friend that has their damn stupid speedboat, and it's only fun for him while you're holding on for dear life.
Doing 1,000 miles
as they're going 1,000 miles because they want to show how big their dicks are, and you're like, you can't talk to anyone. You're like, is this thing gonna flip over? So we get in and we just putz around the whole bay with wine and tunes and good talk. Sun going down. That's all I did.
How big is the bay?
It's pretty big. I don't know how big.
But I mean, I think lake.
Big.
It's bigger than a lake, though, right?
It's bigger than a lot of lakes. Sure. Yeah, it's big. I don't know. I mean, you could putt around for easily 2 or 3 hours.
How many people on the boat?
Thing. One day we had 6. The other day we had 4 with my kids, so 5.
It's a real. I'm thinking it's
and then you stop over at these unbelievable houses and have dinner. Everyone knows everyone. It's really nice.
Oh, you just stopped off and ate with people?
Yeah, it's people we met last time. Now we
What?
we feel like we're the best of friends.
How does that work?
How does it work? You got to leave New York, and then it works.
Oh, yeah?
I was telling these people, they're like, oh, my God, it's good to see you again. I'm like, I spent an hour with you last time I was up. But they feel like we're best friends now. And I go, do you realize I've lived in a building for 4 years in Manhattan, and I don't have these connections I have up there from meeting people for a couple hours?
Really?
How weird is that?
I think the whole thing's weird.
You do?
Yeah.
They're just nicer up there. Maybe it's the long winters. It keeps everyone on their toes. Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Can't fuck around.
Yeah, that's probably it. We need friends.
I don't know. Like, the Weeze's neighbors, we're all real close with them. And I'm like, I don't know them. But as soon as they see us, oh, my God, how you been? Oh, my God, your boy's a lot bigger. No, it's nice.
No, I would hate that.
Why?
I don't like dealing with people I don't know.
Yeah, but you feel like you know them now.
I don't know.
And then this older couple, they had us over for dinner, and we only met them last year.
See, I wouldn't want to go over somebody's house.
And they have a kick-ass house right on the bay. I mean, a kick-ass house.
Is it outside dinner?
No, too many bugs up there. When that fucking sun goes down, it gets brutal. With
outside, like a barbecue kind of thing, I'm cool with,
No, this is a house up high, looking down at the bay, all opened up with windows and such.
You ate in the dining room?
Yeah, it was nice.
I wouldn't mind that once in a while.
Nice.
I hate that. Like a nice country. It reminds me of I understand that vibe, that
good
feeling.
Talk, good wine.
Yeah.
People are asking you if you were a swinger.
I did say that on the way over. I'm like, what's this about? Is this like swingers or something?
A swinger.
That's why they like you so much, because you're like the young guy with the big cock from New York. Comes in swinging in your fucking Abercrombie sweats.
The young bull.
But I can kind of understand that. Like, that would be nice to eat, like, good home-cooked food.
No.
I wouldn't mind that.
It was nice.
I wouldn't like that at all.
I don't know. Maybe it would get old after a while, but if you're just visiting that type of a fucking area, it's nice.
It's just funny, his revulsion for going to someone's house for dinner. That's a jerk.
jerk.
I am a jerk.
You kind of are, man.
I am. I
the
know.
wine is really nice. The food was
I
really
got
good.
wine.
The conversation was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Wow.
What's wrong with being nice every once in a while? Why does everything have to be so mean?
No, I like nice. I'm very nice. I'm very nice.
And Weez could talk his ass off. So.
I just don't like going over people's houses.
Oh, I do have.
I don't know.
Very funny.
Someone tweeted me and said that Sodas Point was named after a pedophile. I got to know if that's true. Supposedly,
up there by Hargis Bay.
supposedly they named this area Sodas. Not supposedly, it's Sodas Bay after this guy, and then after the fact, they find out he's like the worst pedophile in the area.
Wow.
Oh, Teddy Sodas. I know him.
Oh, you knew him there, Uncle Paul?
He's a good man. He's got a little place up there in the woods. Plug in all your camera equipment. Teddy Sodas. Good guy.
Teddy. It's always Ted.
Teddy.
But then I'm thinking this has got to be bullshit because why wouldn't you change the name if you found this out after the fact? Look up Sodas.
Sodas Bay.
Look up Sodas/Kid Toucher.
Well, Ice Teas Bay.
They're in that big hallway at the MGM.
Yeah.
Because they were doing some kind of those kid dance moms or toddlers in tiara things. So there were a bunch of little kids running around with a bunch of makeup on and wearing little horde outfits and stuff. So this kid just comes running down the hallway, and we're all walking up, and Jimmy, Uncle Paul goes, "Oh, this is like Christmas." It was just appalling the whole time with those kids.
And you knew all the kids on a first name basis.
Oh yeah, all first name basis. Yeah, it was wonderful. It goes, watch your step there, Patricia.
Oh, and you see him run up the hallway alone. It's really rare you get one of them by themselves.
yeah, separated from the herd.
Yeah, whenever I see that, I go, FBI, sting operation.
Oh, you see it coming.
Sure do.
It's got to be a trick.
That goddamn guy and his lemon cookies.
If it's too good to be true,
Whenever they say, hi, do you want to come in for some, hey, have a cookie, I'm getting changed in there.
Oh.
I run right through the screen door and go home. I wouldn't mind a week on a lake, though. Like, I don't know if I could do a whole week. I'll say 2 or 3 nights on a lake I could probably do.
What do we end up doing up there? 3 nights, I guess?
Yeah, I could do that.
3 days, it was nice. But and Weez could talk about anything. He makes it great.
See, that I
And
don't
then
mind.
we got jet skis, and then you got a sandbar.
You jet ski?
See, that's fun.
I didn't jet ski, and I'll tell you why. These fucking assholes. Now you got to get a license, and I just haven't got my license yet. And the Coast Guard is right there.
Man, have they changed? Wow.
Yeah, it's a pain in the
I
ass.
remember just buying one all right, I'll take that.
And the jet ski was pretty much for the whole neighborhood, whoever wants to use it. Now it's like you got to be licensed.
You need a license to drive a jet ski.
Yeah, I was on the back of a couple, but that's not the same fucking
shit.
thing.
I guess too many people dropping dead, fucking turning into boats.
Yeah. And then
I got to tell you, when you make a right turn, first look over your right shoulder to see if anything's coming. It's like, do you need to be told that?
Right.
Morons?
Right. And I made a video, and everyone was obsessing that you would be very bothered by the video I made, Ant.
Oh, I saw that.
Why?
They said Ant would be very bothered.
At the party where Weez is dancing?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
The black broads.
Look at Weez dancing with the black broads. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Why do they dance like that? Look at those big asses. Jesus Christ.
She says rubbing her ass right on Weez's.
Oh, my God.
Black chicks are really bringing that obesity average up in this country. You know how they say America's getting very obese?
Yeah.
I think they're cracking that average up a little higher than it should be because it's very rare to see a skinny black woman. Holy shit.
I got to tell you.
Yeah.
And I know you're just going to hear white noise right now, but I do have to say
At least it's white noise.
I think you need a little color at your parties, man. They were
No.
fun. These two were fun.
Black people have fun at parties.
These two fat broads that
I don't disagree.
They were
I loved it.
so much. That's Weez's daughter, by the way, in the background, seeing Weez dry up one of them. They're fun, Ed.
I
How
don't
about a
think-
little color next?
I don't think I need fat black women at my parties.
Come on, man.
Let's do Keith Robinson, and he's yelling. Then he
Keith
ruins
was
this.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Keith is
You
hilarious
need
at
black
parties.
broads, though. These
No,
two
I
are
don't.
wild,
I don't like black broads.
but
I'm
respectable.
not a big fan.
Respectable.
I don't like that dance where they fucking do the ass thing. What is that?
It's fun.
Stop it.
There's never dancing at your parties, though.
No, there isn't. That's true.
Never. There would be if they were there.
You wouldn't.
I don't want that. What do I want that for?
Some dancing and fun at a party?
I got neighbors.
We need some broads. We need some black broads at your next party.
No.
I agree. Let's do it one time.
No.
We should get some black people at dance party.
We'll get some sisters.
Yeah,
I know those two now. So see, now I'm best friends with them. That's how it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can bring them down.
Yeah.
We bring them over to your house.
How about you have them up to your building first to watch the fireworks?
I could have them up there.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Dancing upstairs.
Why not?
Woo! And then they wouldn't leave. You'd just be like, oh, God, it's
It would turn
midnight.
into some kind of movie.
Yeah.
That's a plot of a movie.
They'd be all sassy. Were they sassy?
Yeah, they were cool. They drank a lot of vodka, too.
Oh, yeah.
There was one...
What is that dance? They're fat. Why are they doing that with their asses?
That looks like they're having fun.
In the
That would
community,
have been fun.
In the community, that's bragging rights to have a big old ass like that.
Yeah, no
and look
shit.
how she moves it. She knows how to move that.
Yeah, she does.
That's
if she was hot,
disgusting.
though, she could make you dump in your pants.
That's disgusting.
That wouldn't
You
make
see how
me,
that ass moved?
I don't like
Yeah.
that.
That's
I don't like
very.
that at all.
I know you don't like it, and your fans fucking have to speak for you. Oh, Ed's not going to be happy with
I
you.
saw that.
He's not going to be happy at all.
You know what? The fucked up thing is, I get exactly the opposite of that at my parties. I get anorexic, very pale girls.
No one's dancing.
No one's
having
dancing.
fun. Everyone's just sitting there with liquor.
Just Morrissey playing in the background. There's a different vibe at your parties. Is that what? Is
A
that
different vibe.
Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I cannot relate whatsoever to black women.
Whose house was
I
that?
just can't do it.
That's Weeze's cottage.
Oh, okay.
I don't get them.
He's got a great spot.
They don't get me.
I think you'd be wrong.
How's
you're
it a
wrong
little
with
too
that.
close together, though? I bet you
What?
wouldn't like that.
What?
His house, the cottages are close together.
Oh, that's okay.
Waterfront, boat parked out front. Jet
That's
skis
very
out
cool.
front.
I like places like this. I
That's
love going to
awesome.
parties like that.
I can't wait to
But,
go back.
you know, I wouldn't be dancing.
No, me
with
neither.
the fat black girls with the big asses.
You would. These two especially. I can only speak for them. You'd be howling at the shit.
I'm sure I would.
You'd be howling. They were so much fun.
I'm sure. How does Weeze know him?
I think they came with the band.
Really?
I don't even know if he knew him.
Taking some liberties on the dance floor.
Yeah, I think, or maybe one does a little radio. I think one does a little radio with him, and the other, everyone just knows everyone up there.
Oh.
And I think the other one was her friend that came with the band or something. Yeah.
How was your band?
Really good. Really good.
Was there how many people at this party?
It had to be at least 100.
Oh my God! Okay.
Yeah, it's a small space too.
Nice.
Everyone cleared away so we could dry hump the black broads, and then everyone went back on after this was
He cleared the
done.
floor like John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever. Where he just walks out.
I was impressed with Weeze's hip action.
Yeah, he really was getting.
Yeah.
He's getting up
he
there
didn't
a
have
little
much
now.
of a choice.
But he
was sandwiched
he got those
between them.
hips moving.
They're kind of moving him with their asses. He's like a fucking.
The one in the
meat-
yellow is using her
like a
right
meat.
hip to just rub his dick.
I don't get that whole. They look over their shoulder. They like look back like they're backing a truck up, and then they shake their ass. They hang their arms down like low, and then they kind of bend and look over. Like it's almost like they're presenting.
I think the song is called "Back That Thing Up."
Back
too.
That Thing Up?
I never heard the song before, but it was kind of cool.
I don't like it.
Do we have "Back That Thing Up"? Erock? No, not all black girls are fat. All right, Margaret.
I didn't say all.
Well, hold on. Let's calm Margaret down.
Yellow.
Margaret,
Hello?
Hi.
where are you calling from, Margaret?
I'm calling from just outside of Philly in South Jersey.
Philly.
South Jersey. You're not a ghetto black girl.
Not even remotely.
I think it's more of a ghetto black girl thing.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I went to school down south, and even though they weren't ghetto, they were still kind of big. So,
Yep.
And I didn't say all black girls.
I-
Yeah, high probability.
I didn't either, but there is a. I mean, it's statistically they say there's a huge obesity problem in the black community. It's well above the average of even the country, which is out of control.
But
these
it's
days.
also a badge of honor because, oh God, I fucking miss him, obviously. But Patrice used to talk about these big asses all the time, and I never
Yeah.
understood it. But
I don't get it.
He would go, "That's delicious." He would use the word delicious all
Yeah.
the time.
I don't get it, and I don't.
I
think,
don't get it myself.
And I think it's become an accepted thing to have. And I don't mean just the girl with a nice big ass or something like that. These are fat women. There's a difference. There's a difference. But
Take a on their ass.
Even that, like, they're just fat all over. It's not like they got a nice ass or a big ass. These are fat women, and it's become something that people just look at and go, oh, she's a diva. Or they can go out and get dressed like, oh, I look good. Look at me, I look good. And it's like, no, you're fat. But for some reason, people can't say that, or it's accepted for some reason. I don't know. It's obese. They are. I'm looking at 2 obese women dancing.
Oh, yeah, they were big.
Yes. Video. That's disgusting. And unfortunately, they are looked at as more favorable in their community.
That's crazy. That's cray, yo.
But I wasn't looking at that as oh, wow, look how hot this is. We were all howling.
Oh, no, they're total fun.
It was. We were howling. It's like, this is making the party a little fun for a few minutes. That's all.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I mean, I'm just as much fun, and I'm 100 pounds lighter.
Do you know, I haven't really dated black girls in my life. Like, I've gone out with some, and I've certainly had some sex. But I've been thinking a lot about black women lately. Like, I guess you just go through phases in life where sometimes like, I guess maybe people, I don't have a type. So it's like I'll get like sometimes I like these really, I want a blonde or I want a brunette. And like, lately I've just been thinking about black girls.
Talk to Sam. He's been an oil derrick in the past, haven't you?
It's called an oil derrick.
That's what I've heard.
Dated black women.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
You've never heard that? That's a white guy with a black chick. Then the other way around, it's called a coal burner.
Right. I've heard
the white chick with the black guy.
I've heard that one before.
Are you pretty, miss?
Well, I'm a model, so I guess people would consider me.
You're a model?
Yeah, so I'm 6'1", and...
You're 6'1"?
You're 6'1". You're a monster.
You want to go out with a twerpy white guy way below what you're used to?
You know what's funny? I was at the show in Connecticut, and we just didn't have enough time to come and say hello.
What was funny about that?
Oh, man.
It's
model funny. Model funny is totally different. People laugh because they're models.
Hey, where do we see a picture of you?
Model Mayhem, actually. Like I said, I'm a model, so I have a portfolio there.
Wow, you're a humble brag.
Portfolio? Model Mayhem is a real site.
All right, who are you on this thing?
Do you want to tell us on air?
Yeah.
No, I won't tell you on air.
Why? You get a big fucking push for yourself.
So I'm a huge fan, and I need listeners.
Wait, do you want to go? Hold on. Do you want us to do off air? Get your name, and then we won't give your name out.
You can. It looks like
we won't say your real name. We're not.
All right, hold on. We'll put you on hold so we could. We want to.
We won't Twitter your information. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're
talk to that idiot Erock.
Yeah, we're good this way. Hold on.
Respect your privacy.
Hold on. This woman is wrong. Now we got D in Brooklyn. You know D is going to be more like the girls in that video.
Model Mayhem's a real site, though. There's a lot of really hot chicks.
Where's Erock?
I think he went to go pick up the phone.
Oh, he did? Damn it. I thought we caught him in one of his mid-show dumps. When he leaves and assumes we don't need him.
Yeah, maybe this...
all right, you got it, Sam, already?
Yeah.
Is she back?
All right, hold on a minute. All right, Margaret, we're going to take a look at you now, all right?
Your name is Margaret?
Oh, yeah, Margaret, yeah.
Okay. What do they call you, Maggie or Madge or just Margaret?
Mags, Marg.
Where's the...
Is that you?
Oh, she's very pretty.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, you are like...
Not really.
I think so. She's very cute.
She's all right.
Turn the work safe mode off, Sam.
This is a fine ebony princess.
Hold on. Turn that off, Sam. Sam leaves work safe mode on. Fucking queer.
Sam, what's the matter? You afraid what you're going to see?
No, off, right there.
You fruit.
It's actually default. In his defense, that's the default.
No, I know it is, but it's Sam's default. He didn't turn.
Whoa!
She's fantastic.
Now you're talking.
Wow.
I didn't know you did nude modeling.
You're lovely.
Holy smoke! Look at
You
that.
just went from a 5 to a 7.
Now, Margaret, do you? Now, Margaret, are you married?
I'm not.
So would you ever go? Would you ever go to?
Sam, what's the matter with you?
Hold on a second, I'm working here.
Oh,
would you ever go to dinner with a short, dumpy white guy?
I dated a gentleman who was 5'4".
Oh, I'm gonna look great next to this guy. I'm 5'6".
I love you, Jimmy. Really, I do.
Oh, thank you,
man.
Well, what kind of food do you like?
Damn it.
I'm not really a foodie. Clearly, I'm a model, and I really.
Yeah, look, she's still skinny.
Oh, okay.
That nude really makes girls look hot.
Oh, she's
I gotta
really
tell
sexy.
You think that nude really does something?
Holy
Look at that. That body is.
You got a nice body.
Long, beautiful legs.
She's not fat.
She's really hot.
Oh, did it make you fart, Jimmy?
Sorry, I get nervous. Margaret made me nervous.
Oh my God, that's a bad one.
So, you live outside of Philly. What kind of work do you do, Margaret?
I'm a model.
Oh, you're just full-time modeling. Okay.
Oh.
Well, how often are you in New York?
Any modeling that?
I was in New York last week, actually. I go out pretty frequently.
Any modeling we would know?
Welch's grape soda.
Oh, Anthony.
No, yeah,
What?
watermelon.
I didn't say that.
Now, Margaret, are you involved at the night? You're single, right?
Yeah, I'm single.
So how about, only for the radio show, how about we go to dinner?
How many kids?
And
None.
Oh.
And I have a master's degree, Anthony.
Oh, you my massa now?
In what?
So one
No,
of the
I have
boobs
a
a little
master's
loose.
degree. I have 2 degrees, in fact.
Oh.
I think she's really hot. So why don't we go eat? I promise not to make a pass to you. I'll actually be a complete gentleman.
Oh, you should make
Liar.
It's going to be awesome.
Wow, that's pretty cool, Jim.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. I absolutely love you guys. I was actually in the Camden show when Bill Burr went after the audience.
Oh, you were there?
Oh man.
Oh, you're one of 10.
Where were you? Where were you raised?
In New Jersey.
Really? Because I'm not noticing a stereotypical black dialect with you.
No, my mom is an English teacher, so I'm not allowed to speak him properly. After that, I went to, I have an undergrad degree, undergraduate degree.
Look at you.
Very not typical.
I'm digging this. You are the person that disproves everything I say. I like that. Very nice.
Okay, I'm glad that we're all getting along on that level. The important thing is this.
Jimmy.
Jimmy's pissed. We're taking time away.
No, not at all. Not at all. I think Margaret's a fan. She knows what she's in for with this show.
Huge.
But I don't want to pressure you into eating with me. I just think it'd be fun. I have very good table. I have very good table.
I just watched your special on Epics. I downloaded it.
Oh.
It was amazing.
Oh,
I
thank
went up to Connecticut on my birthday.
Oh, well, sounds like she's not interested.
Oh, thank you.
Oh no. Oh no. Where?
No.
She didn't sound interested.
She was. Hope she's.
Oh no.
She didn't sound interested.
How old a gal is she? Did you ask her?
No.
Where is she?
I don't know what happened.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Pop her. Come
Margaret?
on. Poor guy. Hey, Margaret.
All right.
Margaret.
I'm still here.
Oh, you got me good.
How old are you, Margaret?
How old a gal are you?
I'm 35.
Wow, you look
Wow,
younger.
you don't even look 35. That's amazing.
No. It says black jeans.
Yeah.
6'1",
They say black don't crack.
6'1", 145 pounds. She's fucking. That's nice.
Like WNBA.
That's perfect.
Yeah, you ever play
WNBA
sports?
Girls are actually bigger. No, I did.
Oh,
in high
bigger.
School, but they're much larger ladies.
What happened?
WNBA.
They're
girls are
larger.
much larger ladies.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Well, you never played sports, though, huh?
I did in high school. They kind of made me.
Yeah, of course they did.
Wow, wait. Do you wear heels when you go out with little twerps for dinner, or do you wear?
No, I wear stiletto heels. Yesterday I was in like 4-inch platform heels. Why not?
That's like 6'5".
That's
you can't go out with a
crazy.
6'5" broad.
Of course I can.
That's
you know how great.
crazy.
I promise I'll dress decent. I won't wear my
That
Aussie
would look
shirt.
Great.
I was never able
Wear
to
your
go.
Ozzie Davis shirt. See, 'cause
I got one. That's fucking hilarious.
I was never able to go out with a woman that was taller than me.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
it
you're
was one of my
5'10", though,
things.
dude. You're 5'11". I mean, I'm 5'6.5". You kind of have to resign yourself to the fact that a
Wait,
lot
how
of
tall
girls.
are you?
I'd say 5'6", almost 5'7".
Yeah, there could be a lot of girls 5'7", 5'8" out there, right?
My ex was 5'9". I mean,
my wife gets close when she puts heels on. I'm like, fuck, man, we're about the same height.
I love that. I love a woman that's taller than me.
You do like that?
Because
It
it's
was
just
never my thing. It was always weird to me.
It's very sexy. It's just very feminine to have nice long legs and a long, fucking sexy, juicy ass. Like I love a woman who's like tall. Like it's like when you have sex, you just want to like reach under and grab their back and just have those long legs around you. And it's like just let me come this way.
wow, Jimmy. Sure can paint a picture.
And by that I mean hugging it. By that I mean hugging at the door goodbye. Please just let me come this way before she never goes out with me again.
All right.
So let's email each other, Margaret. I mean, unless you can you give Erock your email off the air?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
God,
it was nice
Erock.
talking to you.
If you've ever screwed something up,
Bye, Margaret.
do it now.
No, Erock, get the email. Just hold on, Mark. Get her email.
All right, Margaret. It was a pleasure talking to you today.
All right, thank you, sweetheart, very much.
Hold on.
But no, I will.
boy.
I will give
Oh,
a
no.
full report on my dinner with Margaret.
All right, let me go to D in Brooklyn. All pissed off because I think she's looks more like one of those broads in the Wheeze video.
D?
D.
Hi, D.
Yo.
Oh, Jesus. Wow, she really is a
She
tough
sounds
one.
like a lot of girls I've dated. Hi, D.
We weren't expecting that, D.
This is D the dude, baby.
Okay,
Yeah,
no, we
I
figured
hear
that
ya.
much out.
Yeah, Brooklyn, what's up?
So you like a girl with a big ass?
Yeah, I wanted to review some of the stuff that Margaret was saying, but it sounds like she's just so fucking hot that I can't really say what I wanted to say about what she was saying. She sounds kind of like on the Irresistible page, but she was saying that mostly black women are, co-signing the shit that Ant was saying, which isn't really true. Proportionately, if you play the numbers game, there's a lot of fat black women, but it's a lot of really, really big white women.
Oh, hell yeah. I see black guys with them all the time.
Here's the difference. Black women who are big kind of embrace it, and it's like not... It's kind of something that in the black community, people don't look at and go, oh, look at that pig.
You're right. It's a mental health thing, though. It's a thing to try to create some level of mental stability.
Yeah.
Because the physical, there's no way that, they're going to be able to, feel good about themselves if they allow people to speak to them the way that they might want to because they fat.
Yeah. Fat white girls always walking around, most of the time in loose-fitting clothes and kind of like, I'm a lump of shit.
And shit like that.
Yeah, and then the black chicks are all in tight shit going, look at me, motherfucker, I'm a diva.
Yeah.
I know, and that's just nasty. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand any of that, to be honest with you. But, I'm a trainer. So fitness, that's my thing.
Oh, shit.
But I never trained black women down to be really skinny. I'd be like, nah, you kind of got to keep some of that.
You ain't training me, motherfucker.
Right there.
I don't need no training from the likes of you, motherfucker.
Nah, I hear shit like that. I hear all kinds of shit. But white women, they take it. They take it all. They take all the information.
Yeah.
They do as told.
So is that what pimps are called these days now? Trainers? Is that it? Thanks, Logan.
Wow.
All right, dude.
Yeah, it seems like white women who are fat feel really ashamed of it, but black women have found a way to make it work for them where they kind of embrace it.
Yeah,
and they're like, yep,
kind of.
they
own
You
it.
better like me, motherfucker. Like me the way I am.
Go to the state fair before it leaves town. You'll see them owning it.
Oh yeah. Oh man, there was some fucking.
You'll see them owning it.
Yeah, there was this a lot of fat black women in the pool at the MGM, and just like wearing the most outlandish swimsuits.
I speaking of that, I was at Point Pleasant too over the holiday. I'm still trying to find a beach house, and I'm failing miserably. But and I couldn't videotape her properly, and I'm so fucking pissed. Black girl, string bikini.
Oh Jesus.
9.5 months pregnant. It's the only way I could explain it.
Wow.
She looked like she either had twins or a 3-year-old inside.
What a mess.
And I could not it's whatever. I couldn't get a video of her.
Oh damn.
Without looking like
a
complete perv or getting beaten up.
You know what else? There were these fat black women in the pool, and there was a black guy, and he's talking to like these two blonde women in the pool, and the black women kind of worked their way over there, and you could just tell they were not happy with the black guy who was in shape talking to these two white blonde women in the pool.
So he wanted something.
I had something in common with the black women too, because I was none too happy either. No, they weren't happy at all.
You were on vacation.
I know.
Can't you rest that part?
I put my racism aside.
But it is odd though, like when I see, I don't know why when I see. And I've theorized about this. Why does it bother me more if I see a really good-looking black guy with a hot white chick than I would a white guy? And it's because I see that all the time. And it's almost like, what do I expect? Like the fucking I've seen a black guy who's really the guy's a 9, he's in shape, and he's with a model-looking white chick. It's like, why would she want to fuck me before she'd fuck him? Like, of course she's going to want to fuck him.
A relationship with her dad?
Yeah, I'm not saying self-hatred isn't, but it's like, why would it bother me to see that when the reality is she should want to fuck the guy who's in better shape and who's better looking? I would. Do you think I would fuck a 4 who's a white chick over an 8.5 black one? I just wouldn't do it. Of course I would take the hot black chick.
What's his money like?
What's that?
What's his money like? That's the thing why you might have some feelings about it, because your financial situation in most cases is far better. And it's like, the fuck, really? This dude over me?
Well, I also think it's because when I look at a white guy who's in shape, I can at least go, well, I could be in shape. But so it almost is like whatever this really good-looking white guy is getting with this girl, even though technically, of course, it's unattainable, I can convince myself that it's not. But if I see a really good-looking black guy with a white girl, to me, she's lost to me because I can never be a black guy. Like, if that's what she likes, I can never have her because I'm not that.
Oh.
Like, because I've seen really great looking, believe me, white guys with chicks that I'll never get. So it's like, why doesn't that bother me? I have no better shot at fucking that girl than I do at fucking the girl dating the black dude.
Unless the black guy is some kind of a sports star or some kind of other celebrity, black guys are usually with very piggish-looking white chicks. It's rare that you walk around and see them with really hot, model-like white girls unless they're celebrities or huge sports stars making a shitload of money. Every fucking white chick I see with a black guy, pig, laundromat, bleach blonde, fat-ass pig.
But the girls I'm talking about, the guys I mean are mostly comics, and these are good-looking. Like, these are guys that can fucking can just pick up women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
artist circle is different, I think. Like, if you're in some kind of an artist circle, then you're going to get some hot white girls. But if it's a black guy outside of an artist circle that's just trying to, outside of anything creative, then it's not likely.
Yeah.
It's not like you're probably going to get that white girl.
But it's silly that I look at it any differently, because it's like both times the guy is usually a lot better looking than me, in a lot better shape, and in a fair world, she should want to fuck that guy before she fucks me. He takes care of himself. He's 5'11". You know what I mean? It's like, why wouldn't she? How delusional am I to think that she should want to fuck me first? It's silly.
You're funny.
Yeah, but funny, you know what?
Funny goes a long way.
So are the guys I'm talking about, though.
Into the vagina.
The guys I'm talking about are funny, too. Like,
yeah, well.
Yeah, they're not duds either.
All right, let's say...
Thank you, D. I appreciate it.
Yeah, right
Thanks,
on.
man.
Hey, D.
First time calling, been listening since 102.7. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, I was going to ask you about Dwight Howard, but maybe you don't care.
No, I love D. Howard. That's not true. I hate D. Howard.
There's rumors that he's going to be joining the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll just do a 50-point game, man. You can't be 7 feet tall and be a dominant player and not have a 50-point game in the NBA.
Holla.
It's just for, I question his skill level, or his commitment to excellence.
Right. All right. Thank you, D.
Knicks fan forever. All right, guys.
Oh, well, did we match Jeremy Lin's offer?
The 28 mil?
Yeah.
I think they're going to match it. They can't do it until the 11th.
All right. I didn't know because I've been out of touch a little bit. Jeremy Lin got an offer from the Rockets. Linsanity.
Yeah.
So the Knicks might be losing him. I know you don't care about basketball, Ann, but you got to care about Linsanity.
I don't think he's done much.
Holy fuck! But now the Knicks got to pay him $28 million.
Lucky.
So
boy.
So what?
Not that bad because the deal is backloaded. So like the $14 million of the 28, 14 of it isn't coming until the third year and the fourth year of the contract. I think the first 2 years.
What, he was agent? Jesus.
Now he knows this shit.
Does he know that shit?
Can I ask one more basketball question? I know this
sure.
bores you to death.
No.
Do the Knicks ever win a championship with Carmelo Anthony? Go.
In my heart, no.
Absolutely right.
How about with Casey Anthony?
I wish they would, but no. No, it's Miami town.
Fuck. Thank you, D.
I know it sucks, but it's what it is. They signed Ray Allen.
Yeah, I know. He's an old man, though.
Yeah, but Ray
Fucking
Allen...
Miami Heat turn around, they win a championship, then they sign Ray Allen in. Do you know that?
No. I'm lost.
He's a three-point shooter. But they seem to have some three-point shooters over there.
Not as good as Ray Allen. Ray Allen is the best three-point shooter of all time.
He's also old as dirt.
Yeah, but what are you asking him to do? You're not asking him to play 35 minutes a game. You're talking about 20 minutes standing in the corner and hit open jumpers.
God damn, did he just fucking come with a comeback. You're right, D. Have a good day, brother.
You too, guys. Take care.
D knows
Later,
his
man.
basketball. You better fucking call us when basketball season comes around.
Damn.
When we break, Christmas light guy's on the phone. He was the highlight of the worst stuff.
I want to hear from Kevin.
Where's Kevin?
Because a skinny white girl can be horrible. In what way?
Hey, Kevin.
Let me see. Because I agree with him if it's a certain way. Hi, Kevin. What were you saying? A real skinny white girl?
I was saying that a real skinny white girl, if you're fucking with her, like I'm skinny too, our hip bones will grind together, and it's not pleasurable.
Ow.
If she's a little bit more plump, then you can just wail as hard as you can with no problem.
Wail as hard as you can. I like that.
We got some of that cushion.
Yeah.
For the pushing.
No, I'm not talking like fucking emaciated white girls. I just like white girls that aren't like fat white girls.
Well,
That's
have you
all.
seen those white girls who think that just because they're skinny, they're hot? Kind of
Yes, that's horse shit. Right. Yep.
It's garbage. Or they'll wear like extra skinny yoga pants and say, "Oh, check out my nice ass." It's that there is nothing there. It's just a flat, straight line.
There's a big difference between a flat ass and a nice small ass. Like, I can't stand when these fucking assholes, like sometimes black guys or white guys that like fat asses, they see a skinny chick that has a really nice ass and go, she ain't got no ass. She look like ass like a 10-year-old boy. Ain't got no ass. It's like, no, it's a nice ass. It just ain't big and fat. Big fat ass.
I do enjoy a very large ass, though.
Look at you.
I like
and
a
you're
juicy
a skinny
rump.
guy? Skinny guy that likes big fatties?
I know. I have low self-esteem. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
You listen to this show, you should.
Yeah. Well, keep pounding as hard as you can, my friend.
I'll pound away.
Pounding,
Watch that, guys.
pound away.
All right, sir.
All right, man.
There he goes, Kevin.
Bye, Kevin.
Jay in Brooklyn wants to talk about race. Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. Let's see. Maybe maybe it's not an argument. We can have
All right, Jay, what do you got, buddy?
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, well, I was listening to what Jim was saying, and basically what you're coming down to is just like Charles Darwin talked about sexual competition. All these women are always in competition, and Anthony was saying black women don't try to really get skinny or whatever. Well, they don't have to. They really don't have to because the entire culture around them basically says no matter what size that they are, they can be that way.
Mm-hmm.
But if they try to compare themselves to white women, they absolutely cannot. They just can't compete like that at all. They can't. So, I think what it is. They're in a marriage squeeze, and they're competing with white women. They're competing with Asian women. They're competing with all types of women, and now you got Indian women coming up too.
Oh boy.
The problem is, it's like all the eligible brothers are either in jail or they're rich and they're dating outside their race. So,
Yeah, you know what? That's a very accurate depiction there, my friend. I think you nailed it. I don't know, the Indian women are coming on the scene now?
let me tell you something. Well, I live in New York City, just like you guys work in New York City, and these Indian women are like burning up the blocks. It's like I think part of it's Kim Kardashian or whatever, and now you got all these mixed Indian girls. It's not so much the Indian women because Indian women don't really extra marry. You got these Guyanese girls, you got Surinamese girls. It's like
look at this guy. He knows a lot about race.
Yeah, which Indian is the best one?
To me?
Yeah, which one? Not the.
I think the mixed ones look the best because they don't look normal. They look exotic.
Aren't they a bit hairy and maybe a little?
You got to breed that hair away, right?
And maybe maybe the smell's a little different.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, well, once they're Americanized and they start using deodorant.
This guy knows.
Holy shit, this guy knows everything.
Wait, all right, Jay, hold on, Jay, hold on. Fuck it, I need to ask you a couple questions.
Love this guy.
You know this shit. How hairy do? Hold on. How hairy do they get?
Oh well, I've dated Asians, and the thing about it is they get as hairy as they let it grow because they don't shave unless they're Americanized. And the whole thing about it is, the tree said, he says, if you're sweaty and mad, you're un-American.
Yeah. Man.
You guys know me, actually. This is Black Republican.
I didn't hear you, Jay.
You guys know me. This is Black Republican.
Oh, Black Republican.
Oh, nice. See, we're having a little fun today instead of yelling and
we are.
screaming at each other.
Yeah. No, he's Black Republican.
Oh, yeah. He agrees with you. That's right.
Yeah.
I get our blacks confused.
Yeah, but, and just like that black girl who was just on the phone, the skinny one and everything,
Yeah.
It must be hard as hell for her, like, just to find, like, a decent, it's got to be hard as hell for her to find a decent guy. It has to be.
Yeah, why? Because why couldn't she find a decent black guy? She looks good.
Let me tell you, like, I get it off my chest. The thing about it is black women do not, they do not know how to find men. They just don't.
No? What are they doing wrong?
They're going after losers. That's the problem. They're going after losers. They're giving up the sex, and they're getting fucking pregnant. They go after absolute losers. They don't spot good marks.
Mm.
It's like they're only going after guys, who are muscular only because they just got out of jail and they've been working out for like the last 9 months.
Jesus.
And then after they get pregnant, like I have a friend, and this chick, she was getting 2-timed by this guy, and he's dating somebody else, and now she's pregnant like 3.5 months. And I as soon as she told me about it, I was like, you know what, go get an abortion. But she's like, oh, no, I decided I'm going to keep it. And I was like, wow, that's incredible, because if that was me, I'd be grabbing that coat hanger. There's no fucking way. I find out that this guy is going with somebody else, and I'm gonna keep that. Hell no. No,
yeah.
I wouldn't ruin my freedom of my future, just for some quick sex. Fuck
Well,
that.
she's a statistic now.
Yeah,
another statistic.
That's exactly how I look at certain people. It's like, as soon as I hear that shit, I'm like, yeah, well, guess what? You're part of the 10%.
Yeah. Wow. All right, man. I like when you call there. Nice. I don't have to yell.
Yeah.
You can call Jay.
You and I almost aligned. I hope you're ready for another 4 years of Obama, though.
Yeah, we'll see. It's still too early to tell.
Over. It's
Let me
over.
tell you something.
Yeah.
There's nothing to see. Mitt Romney we don't even see his ads. It's like he's not saying anything at all. I can't wait till the thing heats up, because he's going to get. It's really sad because there's no choice, and the way I see it is, it's like, I'm not totally disappointed with Obama's term, but the problem is there's no choice at all. The other choice is Mitt Romney, and that guy, he will put us in war with Iran just to prove to these people that he could do it.
Well, if Obama does get reelected, I just hope he doesn't have any type of majority. So that'll even things out, and he won't get anything done. It'll be wonderful.
No.
Yeah, good. We'll have another 4 years of not getting anything.
Of just arguing and spending money horribly. Yeah.
Yeah, well, as long as the congressmen get paid, it's no big deal, right?
Exactly. Those motherfuckers.
Ain't no thing.
Goddamn motherfucker.
Oh, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Good. Hey, good call, Jay.
Thanks, Jake.
You're welcome.
There, man. I gotta go wee-wees.
Yeah, I wanted you to hit something there, E.
This is the Opie and Anthony channel on Sirius XM.
You guys watch Wimbledon?
I didn't know it was happening.
You see that? You see that video?
Wow, that's fucked up.
Runway semi misses gas pumps.
It's taking a turn. It flips over and just... Well, that was almost catastrophic.
You think that whole thing would have exploded?
Probably. Wow, that's fucked up.
So the semi is what, making a sharp turn?
Yeah.
Going a little too fast and goes sideways and slides
into a gas station.
Just short of the pumps.
And yeah, almost hit it. Wow, that's fucked up.
I guess that's your video of the day. I thought it would be
video of the day.
I thought it would be the tight rope walker.
That guy fell off a tie rope and then I guess didn't get hurt.
120 feet, something like that.
How do you fall 120 feet? And
This
not get
guy,
hurt?
because the tightrope walking thing is so easy for these guys that they're trying to figure out how to make it more intense and dangerous.
Yeah.
So this guy was walking backwards with a blindfold on.
Blindfold, and I guess he slipped up.
And he fell, and he's got to think, all right, there it is, I'm dying. And then he lands and gets up and goes, oh, my God, I'm not dead.
That's a 12-story fall.
And then walks out of the woods. Supposedly he didn't even really get hurt.
Yeah,
Here it is.
卡尔的今天的这个是在能在他掉下钢丝的那一瞬间，
I speak this language.
He slips and now he's sitting.
还是什么受到了一些影响？
How about you take off the
He
blindfold at
stands
that
back
point?
up.
Wow, they got this is way better footage than we saw this
And there's a
morning.
helmet cam.
Come on, the guy's way up there. There's no way.
挑战活动当中可以观察出来。
Oh, man.
So he's going backwards, and
he slipped and fell.
Oh.
And there he is walking out of the woods.
Walking out of the woods. How did that
Unhurt.
happen? Come on. How'd that happen?
And they don't show him falling.
No.
I think that's bullshit.
Fake?
Yep, I think there's something. Because they show him falling and sitting down and then getting back up. He has a helmet cam. Why wouldn't they show the footage that captured?
Yeah.
Whoa, Jim Norton would something we weren't even thinking
I think
earlier.
it's bullshit.
We've seen
Watch.
this.
He falls.
Falling.
But he is falling.
They show him fall. They don't show where he lands. They don't show the camera doesn't follow him when he
Think
falls.
there could be a net there or something?
Yes.
A net cigarette.
And then what? He walks out of the woods and everyone's like, "Holy shit, that's
I
amazing!"
think it's bullshit. Because they show the footage how high he is.
Yeah, because we saw this before you got here this morning, and I was
Wow.
thinking, why don't they have footage of him actually, falling after he's out of sight?
Because they show him fall, and then you can see he's got his own head cam on.
Right.
So there's no reason not to have more footage of that.
Oh. You know what? I think, because this video's relatively new, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
I think this is going to be exposed as fake, and we're all going to owe Jim
a fucking kiss on my dick.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if we have to do that.
You don't have to suck it. Just kiss the side of it.
Right.
I want you and Ann to
more-
bump noses.
I was thinking more like maybe we could, tap fists.
Fist bump or something.
Yeah,
come on.
Jeez.
Fuck.
But he walks out of the woods unscathed. Quickly, the Wimbledon thing is just the dude who lost, I guess, Andy Murray, cries like a...
Does he bitch? Because he lost?
Well, he gave it his all, and I'm sure he wanted the title. And,
100%.
What's his name there? Won what? For the what time?
7th?
Was it really?
I think so.
Record-tying 7th Wimbledon for Roger Federer.
Roger Federer.
Tying, I
Federer.
believe, Pete Sampson.
Oh, I had no idea.
Sampras. Pete Sampras?
Sampras.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, Pete Sampras.
Sampras.
It took me a couple tries, but I got that one. But here's the dude who lost talking to the crowd.
All right.
And we almost had a Mike Schmidt moment.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to try this, and it's not going to be easy.
Oh. It's not going to be easy.
Why aren't there more people just openly laughing? You
Oh,
hear the,
yeah.
you hear the, oh.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh.
All right, I'm going to try this, and it's not going to be easy.
Good man. You go, girl.
You can do this.
Oh. All right.
It's like the beginning of a sick fucking puppy show.
Nah, not at all.
Okay, firstly, I'd like to congratulate Roger.
Right,
that?
with your fucking...
This guy lost.
He almost started crying.
Yeah, but then the fucking crowd helped him
fucked
out.
it up.
Would
Gave
you
him
help
some
him
time.
out?
No, they gave him time to
Boo him.
recover.
They gave him too much time to
Yep.
recover, man. We had him. We had
He
a
was
Mike
ready.
Schmidt moment.
He was ready to go.
Mike Schmidt moment.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio,
Oh.
with 2 very bad knees,
Yeah.
What happened?
Hurt his legs?
Finish.
and a dream to become a Major League Baseball player.
Oh, your voice. What happened?
I thank God this dream came true.
Oh. It's just... It's so bad. That's a rough one. To be that guy.
We almost had it.
Fucking pissy eyes.
We almost had that. That stupid crowd had to help
Crying.
him out.
Give me something to cry about.
Well, Chip was at the UFC Fan Expo with the boys out there in Vegas. And I heard he had a good time.
So.
He was there the entire time we were in Vegas, not just the fan.
Well, that is
expo.
true. He was there for dinner and everything, and
Yeah.
Many of the long walks to and from the hotel we
Oh,
talked
my
about earlier.
The half-mile walk.
Yeah, Chip was there the entire time with us.
Oh,
Yeah.
my. Back and forth.
Yeah, yeah.
Chip.
Oh, my God.
Just bragging,
Yeah.
cursing,
Yeah.
and looking for places to put. I guess he's thinking about opening a comedy club in Vegas because he
Yeah.
saw many different spots. Every driver we had, a cab driver, car driver from the airport, they got to hear some of Chip's jokes.
Chip was just spreading merriment. wherever he went.
yeah.
Do you want to know why that guy was crying? Does anyone? Do
why?
you need to know?
Why?
We got to get to the Chip audio
What
because
happened?
it's terrific. Gary, Vegas, go ahead, sir.
Hey guys, what's going on? Glad
Hey.
you had fun in Vegas. That Woods was crying because he's English and he's like the first guy in I think 75 or 76 years to be from England and make a Wimbledon final.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the only reason that staff was crying. But that's it. That's all I got, boys.
Great.
All right.
Good one.
Thank you.
Good one. All right, here's Chip talking to Sandra. Who's Sandra?
These are all just some MMA fans that Chip got to meet at the big UFC Fan Expo.
Nice. All right.
Miss, do you want? We're doing interviews for Chip at TV on the YouTubes about the UFC event. Would you talk to us on the Chip at TV for the YouTubes? Just tell us about what's going on. What's your name?
My name is Sandra.
Hi, Sandra. It's nice to be here in Las Vegas.
Yes, it is.
Is this your first time at the UMC?
It's the first time for my UFC event, Fan Expo event, and I'm representing a real weight product, and we have a booth here, and it's.
You have a pool here? Is it a pool? I was like, what, are you going to go swimming or something?
Yeah, we have a booth, and we're representing real weight, and what it is a supplementary product.
What's it do?
It's a catalyst that breaks down sugars.
Oh, no. Is that a list of cats? Make sure you save that. Put a highlight on that one.
Yeah, so it's a great event.
Go to the boxing fight tonight?
Unfortunately, no.
I don't know who I wanted. Who's better? Andre Silva or Chael Sonnen?
I think Silva.
Really? So how is your supplement doing? Are people buying it?
Yes, they are.
What does it make you do?
Well, it breaks down the sugars and the carbs that you consume. So it's a catalyst.
And it makes you do what? Does it help with like weight loss and things of that nature?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I could probably use that. Where's your booth? Maybe I'll go over there or something.
Check it out.
Willpower in a bottle. Is that the guy's name, Willpower? Get him out of the bottle. He's going to die of AIDS or something. I don't know. I can't think.
What is your YouTube?
Chippa TV on YouTube. Thank you very much.
What happened there? She was in shock.
There's huge gaps of silence.
Yeah.
It's just Chip kind of stands so he's shoulder to shoulder instead of right in front of her, and just to signify he's done asking her questions, and she just stands there. That's one of his big interview techniques, is to just stop asking questions.
And it's all awkward.
And the person just stands there like, is he finished?
What's wrong? This is uncomfortable.
That is uncomfortable.
Why?
Also, now, Chip, for visualization.
Oh, by the way, because people are fucking really mad. You know that last caller? You want to guess if he was right or wrong yet?
Oh, he's so wrong.
Yeah, he's Scottish, not English.
Yeah.
I guess that's a big deal.
He's wrong.
I guess that's a big deal over there.
Caller wrong, caller wrong.
A lot of people saying that caller was wrong again.
Yeah.
The thing about Chip is that he was wearing UFC gloves, like fighter gloves, while he was doing the interviews.
Nice.
And he decided to get a UFC hat, and the one that he went for, I would have thought would be typically targeted more towards females.
Yeah, it was a chick hat.
It was an all.
I don't wear no chick hats, you motherfucker.
Where's the picture? I want to see this.
It was an all-black trucker hat.
Yeah.
And then on the side there was UFC written in pink letters, and on the U was a devil horns, and on the C was an angel's halo.
I'll tell you in a second if I have a picture here.
I don't think I saw that.
No, I didn't Twitter it yet because I want people to see it on the video.
Yeah, the video is where it'll be, and that'll be up this afternoon.
Okay.
We'll tweet it out and stuff.
Chip talked to Eric at the Fan Expo out there in Vegas.
Hi, what's your name?
Eric.
Where are you from, Eric?
Arizona.
Is this your first time at the UNC?
Yes, this is my first time, and it's awesome. I'm having lots of fun. I've never been here, and it's completely awesome.
Are you going to watch the boxing fight tonight?
Oh, yes, I am. I can't wait to see Silva put him out even earlier today, this time. Sonnen just talks a lot of crap, and I'm sick of it. Silva needs to put him out, pop right in his jaw.
I've been saying all day, Silva is gold.
He's the best on the planet.
Yeah, and Chael Sonnen, they're going to change him to Chael Moonin.
Oh, yeah, he talks too much crap, man. He needs to stop. You can put him out, man, one punch.
Yeah, I took a little bit of the MMA at one time. I was doing some karate.
Oh, yeah? Did you like it? That was awesome. Huh?
Yeah. but I wasn't too good at it.
Neither was I to karate once. Not good at it.
I got kicked in the spine. My mother said, Chipper, don't do that no more. You're going to hurt yourself. I was like, Mom, who is that in the room with you?
Mama's always right.
Yeah.
Silva put him out today. Knock him out. Silva's going to take that. Keep that belt today.
Okay, thank you very much, mister.
You don't like Silva's gold?
Silva's gold.
I like that guy because he just plowed through Chip's question. He just wanted to be interviewed so bad.
By anyone doing anything, yeah.
And he just plowed right through anything Chip was saying to get those dumb stereotype fan
his
sound
little sound
bites out
bites,
there.
right.
And the kid didn't sound too smart, but he nailed the fight.
Silva is gold.
He said,
That's a great
he said
line.
Silva would win early. He did say it.
Yep. And, well, Chip nailed it, too. He said that they were going to start calling Chael Sonnen Chael Moonin.
Yeah, we
Which,
heard that.
It doesn't make sense.
We all heard that.
Yeah,
yes.
but it doesn't make sense.
What's the opposite?
We heard all that.
Moonin.
We heard all that.
I don't know if you heard.
We heard all that.
If you heard when he said Moonin.
We heard all that.
Oh.
Yeah, we picked up on that.
Oh, it was just a little Chip joke he was throwing out there. And
we got it.
Some of the MMA blogs are indeed today calling him Chip Moonin. I
Really?
mean, Chael. No, why would they call him Chael Moonin?
Why would they call him Chip Moonin?
yeah.
Oh, they're not?
No, nobody's
Why not?
calling him.
Why would they pick up on that?
Well, because it is technically the opposite of Sonnen, but the word Moonin does not bring up the image of defeat or not. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
Chip talks to Veronica. Veronica.
Hi.
Hi.
Is this your first time at the convention?
No, it's not. It's my second time.
And where do you live?
I live in Arizona.
Who do you want to see win the boxing fight?
Well, I was going to go for Silva, but after what he pulled yesterday, I don't want to see him.
Oh, and they was doing that chest bump. We used to do that in high school when guys would go like, hey, Chipper, you're a faggot. And I'll go, no, I'm not, and they would chest bump me.
But you're not.
No, I'm not like girls. What's your name?
It's Veronica.
Oh, you got a boyfriend?
I have a husband, yes.
Oh.
Ooh. And when you just stand there?
Yeah.
He just
Stand
turns
there with
away.
the mic?
I'll look at the floor sometimes.
Yeah.
I just want to hear one more with the catchphrase.
Have you noticed that Chip is not well prepared for his interviews?
No,
his
not at
questioning
all.
is terrible, and he's never ready for it. Also, a lot of people don't know this. UFC, not boxing. He
Right.
is incorrect every time.
We picked up on that, Sam.
Did you?
Yes.
Because he keeps saying boxing.
Yeah.
That's not the correct sport.
I can't wait to see the video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's
I just want to hear the catchphrase. Which one is the catchphrase in?
No,
I
we
don't
can't.
remember
Let's
it.
keep
Gotta
going.
hear
This
the
is going
catchphrase.
very well,
The
man.
catchphrase is in one of them, though.
Okay.
Chip talks to Bryson, it looks like, at the UFC Fan Expo.
Chipper TV, what's your name? Hi, Bryson. I'm Chipper.
Nice to meet you, man.
Thank you. Is this your first time here at the UNC?
This is my first time in the expo. I'm having a
Who do you want to see win the big boxing fight?
the boxing fight.
The mixed martial fight.
I'm for Chael Sonnen, man. I'm an American. I got to go with the American.
Yeah, my mother always said that there's too many of these goddamn uncircumcised guys coming in here, Chipper. They're all uncut. What do you do?
I'm in sales.
What do you sell?
Orthotics.
Orthotics?
Orthotics, yeah.
What orthotics?
Orthotics?
Yeah.
They go in your shoes. They realign your body.
So you sell feet?
I sell things for feet, yep.
My feet are I'm flat-footed. My mother would always say, Chipper, you're making a racket out there. Quiet, Lamar can't sleep.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I wish you the best on your show.
Thank you, but what are you drinking?
Energy drink. You want a drink?
No, thank you. I get too zooted off that stuff.
Too zooted.
Thanks.
Also, like when the people end the interviews for shit.
Yeah.
All right, well, you have a great time.
They realize they've made an error talking to this asshole.
Yeah. How long does it go before they realize, oh no.
Hi, you're on Chipper TV. Immediately regret it.
It's their own fault because it's not like Jim approaches them as Jim and then turns into Chip. He goes, hey, you got a second? They should know what's coming.
Chip continues, talks to Vanessa and Chris at the Fan Expo.
Hi, you want to talk on? We're doing interviews for Chippa TV on YouTube's. Sure. Okay, cool. You're going to be on the YouTube's on the Chippa TV channel. What are your names?
Chris. Vanessa.
Oh, Vanessa and
Chris.
Hi, where do you guys live?
San Jose, California.
San Jose.
Oh, okay. Is this your first time at the UMC?
Yes.
Who do you want to see tonight? That Chael Sonnen boy, he sure has been given a lot of lip.
Yeah, so I would like to see Anderson knock him out.
Yeah, I was like, that don't make no sense.
Oh, the catchphrase.
Did you hear that?
What are you guys doing at the Expo?
So far, trying to get autographs and take pictures.
Who'd you meet so far?
Nobody yet.
Nobody? Are these guys aren't fighters. I see a lot of the fighters just walking around, these big muscles. That guy's probably a fighter right there in the white.
Oh, maybe. Maybe he is.
So what are you guys going to do later?
We're going to go to the fight and then probably hang around, see what's going on.
I like when these guys get, like, knocked out to next week, right?
Right. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, I'm hoping somebody gets their fucking neck broken. Thank you, guys.
Oh,
I said we were good. Stupid fuck.
All weekend. The uncomfortable laugh that guy's doing is great.
The entire time we were in Las Vegas was Chip and his
catchphrase.
He created his catchphrase, I think, on the flight or right after we got off the plane. Once at the beginning of the trip. And that catchphrase just rang in our ears for the entire time.
What is the catchphrase again?
Chip.
That don't make no sense.
We were saying it the whole time. We just couldn't stop.
Like Chip would go into Starbucks in the casino.
Yeah.
And he'd walk right up to the counter where they were selling oranges and go, a whole bunch of oranges in Las Vegas? That don't make no sense.
That don't make no sense. Oh, it was fucking terrible.
Everywhere we went, somebody got that don't make no sense.
Chip talks to Caitlin at the UFC Fan Expo.
Hi, it's Chip at TV here at the Expo in Vegas. What's your name?
Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin. What are you doing here at the Expo?
I am just walking around and seeing all the booths and having fun.
Who did you want to see? Who are your favorite, fighters and kickboxers and karate guys and judo guys and mixed martial artists and UFC guys and that like?
Oh, let's see. I want to go see Clay Guida. I saw Josh Barnett a couple minutes ago.
Clay Guida. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to talk. You're okay, right?
I'm good.
Piece of shit. So where do you live?
I live in Orange County, California.
Oh, okay. And Clay Guida, he's got some curly hair.
He does. I liked his hairdo in the last round. Last fight he did.
Oh, you watch a lot of the MMA fights?
Yeah, that's pretty much my thing.
Is he your favorite one?
No, I think Cub Swanson's my favorite.
Who's Cub Swanson? You told me already, you fucking cocksucker. I can hear everything. Shut up.
Talking to Bob.
Piece of shit. I'm sorry.
She's getting uncomfortable.
Hi, this is Chipper here at the Expo in Vegas. So who are you here with? Did you come with a whole big bunch of people?
Just a few people.
Okay, and who are they? Who are they here to see?
Just anybody, I guess.
Should I turn my hat like that or something like that? Like, yo, what's up? We're here in the Expo, y'all. Clay Guida. Clay's a weird name. What, does he live in the earth or something? Thank you. When you hear me cursing, Bob is talking to me off camera, so I'm just cursing at him.
Because I told Bob to tell Chip to correct Chip on his microphone technique.
Yeah.
And so Bob would go, Chip, you got to put the mic to her mouth.
And he would just...
Oh, shut the fuck up, cocksucker.
No, because I had the UFC gloves on and holding the mic like directly uncomfortably in front of their face.
Yeah, he had the microphone like right up by his hand, which is covered in the glove. So when he give the mic to somebody or put the mic to somebody's mouth,
fist to their face,
his gloved fist is right in their mouth. It's so uncomfortable.
And then the whole time, he's just sitting there. I don't even know what he was doing. He's cursing at Bob. He's resetting up the interview. He's changing his hat.
Beautiful.
And the girl is right next to him thinking that she's going to be interviewed.
Right. We have one more from the Fan Expo. And then the video later today.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Here's Daniel or Danielle or...
I don't know.
Daniel, I think.
Daniel?
Yeah, Daniel, definitely.
Oh, you come here. Hi, how are you? Oh, hi. How are you? Nice to meet you. Pleasure. Hi, I'm Chipper. We're on Chipper TV on the YouTubes. What's your name?
Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. Are you a fighter?
I used to fight, but I just trained.
Did you ever get?
Train.
Now, what happened? Did you ever get? Now, I fought when I was very young in like 4th grade, but I never pursued it.
Nah, you gotta start that young if you want to be a fighter. You have to fight all the time. That's got to be your life. It has to be your life. You can't just come in and just, want to do it for fun. No, it's.
I got beat up one time. I went to the bathroom on myself.
That's happened to me. Actually, that happened last night.
Very scary. So, where do you live? Shut the fuck up, cocksucker. Keeps interfering with my interviews. Where are you from?
I'm from Cali, Santa Barbara, California.
Oh, okay. And who do you want to see win in the Kyle Sonnen fight?
I want to see Chael win, just because Anderson's... I don't know. Anybody that's been holding the reign that long, they want to see someone else win, but Anderson's too skilled. I don't, whatever.
What the Forrest Griffin? What's he called Forrest for? What's there, a bunch of trees around or something?
Tito.
What's Tito?
Ortiz.
Oh, the guy he's fighting. Yeah. Hey, what's that, a train wreck or something up there? Oh, look, that's the training center. Okay, well, you have good seats for tonight?
I do. I'm flying to Brazil in about 20 minutes.
Why are you going to Brazil?
To watch the fight.
You're not going to make it.
So, I'm taking my jet over there.
Sorry. Thanks.
Thanks.
So uncomfortable how these end.
I wish there was some more catchphrase in there, because that's going to be a hit.
I love the catchphrase.
What's the catchphrase?
That don't make no sense.
Sometimes
don't make no sense.
Sometimes he uses it in proper context, and sometimes not.
Sometimes his catchphrase, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense. Whew. Oh, that's fucking just...
Yeah, they stunk.
Uncomfortable.
In a good way, though.
Yeah.
I like that.
Just hard to listen to.
Chippa.
You don't like listening
I
to
like
Chip?
watching it better. It's just...
No, it worked.
I want to see the other video.
So uncomfortable.
I like it.
And I mean, some of those pauses, too, I kind of...
Is it so uncomfortable that we should leave?
No. Why,
Fuck!
You just took all this time off. You were at a lake relaxing.
Yeah, I'm relaxed.
You still want to leave early?
Yeah, ease into this.
What is it about
Nothing
this?
wrong with just easing into this shit.
What is it about this show that you want to leave early every day?
We should ease back into it.
This is not a difficult,
nice.
like... It's a good job to have.
Oh, I love the job.
Yeah. You know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, very easy.
But we're like any other person that works for a living, Sam.
Yeah, but they do 8
find
hours.
ways out. Yeah, but if they did 4, they would try to do 3:45.
But you know what? Those people that work for
That's
a living,
the reality of this whole thing.
they listen to this show to escape, and the last thing they want is you guys ending early and not giving
Well,
them.
if they're listening to escape, why can't we escape?
There you go.
I just got a little wordy. Governor Christie gets loud with an ice cream cone in his hand. This made me howl.
That don't make no sense.
Oh, shit.
Governor Christie was
Good
doing
one,
his,
Chip.
I don't know what he does. He was out and about, and he had an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
And some guy said something, and he's like trying to get aggressive.
He's a no-nonsense, doesn't take any guff kind of guy.
Is there video of this?
I believe so.
Oh,
He's
I
a
got
cranky fatso.
He
He
is.
really is a cranky fatso. He really is. What? Hold on. Before you play it, like, what's the backstory on this?
Well, you just have to make sure this is the video before.
Better be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Why can't people figure out the fucking landscape on the camera?
I don't know.
Come on.
Because
somebody, during a visit to Seaside Heights on Thursday night, Chris Christie engaged in a shouting match with a passerby who criticized the politician for his policy on education.
But why wouldn't they just make everything landscape, is what I don't get. Like, if you're holding your phone like this...
They should figure it out, yeah.
Why wouldn't they just go, look, landscape, always? Because in this day and age, that it doesn't matter.
I guess so.
But
you have the option.
But then everyone turns their phone this way for landscape, which is not natural because you have your phone like this all the time.
I know.
So make this landscape as well.
I just automatically know to just.
I don't. Well,
this
but
way.
you're right. A lot of people still don't do it.
Oh God. Yeah, World Star Hip Hop. Anyone that sends a video in from them, they never fucking do it right. You miss half the action.
Yeah.
Don't make
half the
sense.
stomp downs, the beat downs.
Yeah. So Christie's getting all tough as he takes he has an ice cream cone, and then he kind of starts waddling toward the guy.
Ugh, be a tough guy.
You can't be a waddling tough guy.
No.
All right, let's see this dumb video. TMZ.
You're a real big shot. You're a real big shot. Shit in your mouth off. You're a real big shot. Shit in your mouth off. You're walking away. Yeah, keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Mr. Governor.
You know what? He's a fat douche. He's a fat douche. It's like, you know what? What a fucking baby that guy is.
You didn't like that?
No. I understand not wanting to be yelled at. Just a big fucking
What did the guy say?
fatso
Was it
waddling
that-
down the thing eating an ice cream. Go fuck yourself.
Was it that crazy what the guy said?
I don't know. But if the guy yelled at a politician, tough shit.
Yeah, every politician should be yelled at.
Oh, they should be fucking just
Every
harassed
single
on
one
the
should be
street.
yelled at.
That's what their
Verbally
lives should be
bashed
like.
on the street.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Not just Republicans, Democrats too.
All of them. Every
All of
fucking
them.
one of them. A bunch of useless fuckers.
I can't stomach him.
You don't like him?
No, I really don't. Because I hate his gay marriage stand. He just annoys me. Fuck him.
Was he gay? What happened? Oh, no, that was the other one.
He'd probably be a big bear if he was.
The gay governor of Jersey thing, not really, doesn't really work out that well. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just thinking, I'm a gay American.
Did you see Barney Frank got married?
Oh, did he?
That just...
Who did he
Barney
marry?
Frank
Did he marry a
got
woman?
married?
No.
A man?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
Oh,
Fuck,
shit.
you set me up.
You know, it's Adam and Eve, not... well, right.
Barney
Oh,
Frank.
Buddy Frank. Oh, sex is for the young. What is he thinking? Look at him. We married a nice fella. They're both in suits.
Does there have to be a top in these?
Yes.
Okay.
Always.
Then who is then?
Barney's the bottom.
Probably.
Barney's absolutely a bottom. Look at that guy. He looks like a top.
And Barney's very powerful in his real life, so a lot of people who are powerful in their real life want to be submissive sexually.
Oh. Look at him.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I bet he likes to be kissed as his hiney is being filled.
Oh.
Like, I bet you Barney likes his legs pinned back, and he likes to be deep fucked missionary. Like the guy will lock his hands under Barney's hiney.
Yeah.
And simultaneously spread the cheeks and deep fuck him while they kiss.
Wow. And Barney is like, Barney gives out a little moan.
I'll bet you the stomach friction makes Barney come on his own belly. Like the two guys, like Barney's boner is sticking up, and the other guy's stomach rubbing on Barney's boner makes him come on himself.
Well, Barney Frank got married over the
Good for Barney.
The long holiday
Good for
weekend thing.
Hey, the gays can get married. Why not? What state did they get married in?
Massachusetts, right?
I guess. I guess.
What states are still saying go fuck your mother?
Most of them.
Yeah? All right,
Sure.
Really? Yeah.
Jersey. And
California.
California.
Which is crazy because a lot of gays in the California, right?
Yeah,
Aren't they? I think.
Yep.
They're not organized, obviously.
Most of the country is still, there's very few are pro-gay, most are Texas, and they're all totally no.
What's the key say? New York, Iowa, and Mass, Connecticut, Vermont.
Wait, only the blue ones?
Yep.
No kidding.
That's it.
I thought there were more.
And how come there's so many colors? What's like the worst one? What is that? They cut your fucking balls off and
deep
shove them
red
down your throat?
state
just look-
constitution.
Whatever
bans.
color Texas is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the bad
Texas
one.
is the bad one.
What's
That's
state
blood red. They're
Yeah.
like, fuck that.
What's state
That's basically what they're saying.
Bans same-sex marriage and some or all other kinds of same-sex unions.
Oh,
That's
so
the
they
most,
don't even
all
do-
of Florida,
Yeah,
Texas.
the deep red.
Yeah, just the shitty,
Look how it goes
Louisiana.
up goes up into Michigan.
Yeah, what's that middle thing all
Fucking
about?
Ohio.
What's that middle line of states all about? Why are they all band together?
Yeah, that is.
Well, what is that about?
I don't know.
Is that basically saying we're all Texas?
Texas, Oklahoma.
Standing on
Fucking
Texas's
Nebraska.
shoulders? What's the pink?
Yeah.
State statute bans same-sex marriage.
Two in the pink.
So what's the second best?
State constitution bans same-sex marriage.
How blue you think that map's going to get in the next year or two?
It depends. Hopefully more. I mean, that is one thing I like about Obama. I mean, it's like a lot I don't like about him, but one thing I like about him is this. And anyone who I'm not going to go on a thing about it, but people's arguments against it, you're simply infringing on other people's right to live as they want to live. You're a fucking twat.
It's state laws, though. Obama really doesn't have anything.
Nah, but it's like again, shit rolls downhill when you the guy in charge kind of dictates the tone a little bit more. And I like the fact that he's for it. I just like the fact that he's for it.
You got to think Pennsylvania will go
eventually, but there's a lot of rural Pennsylvania. It's not all Philly.
True.
And Pittsburgh, I don't think is too liberal a state.
Yeah, a lot of times you forget, and you look at a state based on one of the big cities.
Right.
Right.
You realize, nope, it ain't like that in the whole state.
Yep. They will look back on this the same way we look back on the way race was handled here and go, what the fuck was that
shit,
about?
what did we make a mistake?
But, you know,
all right.
These will be seen as very primitive thinking. The fact that people have to fight for their
right to ass sex.
Yeah, I mean, look, if that's what they want to do, I can't see getting married to a woman, much less a fucking man. But, I mean, if you want to do it, who the fuck? Why do we feel comfortable living other people's lives for them? It's annoying.
It's not that.
It drives me nuts.
It's not that sacred either.
Well,
no, who gives a fuck?
With everyone getting divorced, how sacred is the whole guy?
Women are raping guys in divorce cases.
Right.
Really? Is that your big fucking sacred thing? Half of them end.
People see it as something they don't want to have to address to their children, things
fuck
like
them
that.
and fuck their kids.
So they have to be like, oh boy, how am I going to explain why two men get married when you could say, two people, a man and woman, get married so they could have a family and children and stuff. And then you say, well, why do two guys want to get married? And you got to tell your kid, well, they like the feeling of a dick going in the ass.
Yeah, same as your mother does. That's why we're getting divorced, because it wasn't mine. If you have to explain why you and your fucking wife are getting divorced, and you and your, I hate when people use explanation to their kids. Then don't fucking pump a load into her.
Right.
You can't handle explaining
Jimmy,
shit.
Tony has a problem with you in Hoboken.
Okay.
Hoboken.
Tony.
Oh,
yes,
Tony
Tony.
Bell.
He's gone. What did he have a problem with?
You want to know why he's a, what'd you say?
A twat?
Yeah. He goes, why am I a twat? Because I don't agree with you.
No, you're not a twat if you don't agree with me.
But Tony, you got to call back.
And
We're
you're not
going to you.
You're not a twat if you're against gay marriage. You're not a twat if you hate gay people. That's your business. You're a twat if you're infringing on somebody else's right to live the way you live. I don't care how you feel. You don't have to like people. I'm not thought policing you. It's the action I have a problem with. You can hate gay people if you want. That's your prerogative. But when you start to say, this group can't do what I can do, you're a cunt.
Yeah, I'm one for a lot of personal freedoms. I'm not going to be one of these. I don't like that because of my political or religious ideology. Go blow me. Just fucking do whatever you want. Get married. Who cares? Doesn't bother me.
Right. More importantly, did you see Kayak Guy?
Oh, with the shark behind him.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's Cape Cod, right?
Yeah.
I used to go to Cape Cod a lot when we lived up there. There is too many fucking sharks up there.
How far is he from the
Way
land?
more than Long Island.
Amity means friendship.
Not far. That guy's standing in the photo, Jimmy. So what?
Is he standing? Is he in a
Yeah,
kayak?
he's less than 100 feet offshore.
We can't see because fucking Fox News is covering the bottom of the photo.
But that guy's definitely standing. Or he might be on one of those.
I think he's in
we can't see what he's in because Fox News is blocking the photo with their bullshit.
Yeah, he's might be in one of those standing up fucking paddle. Oh, here.
From about 10,000 animals to almost 300,000 animals over the last 40 years since we protected the seals. At the same time, we've been decimating the shark populations at a rate of about 73 million per year. So now that the great whites are protected and the seals are protected, we do kind of know that this is going to happen as sharks keep coming back to the same area because there's lots of seals there.
Yeah, you make that great point because the seals have now been
Oh, shut up.
Sea lions.
So basically, the guy, I think, just before he went in the water, was joking, I think, with his daughter, if I read this correctly, about sharks. And next thing you know, he's out there in a kayak. And it's a scene right out of Jaws. Like, all of a sudden, they see the fin, and everyone just starts going, paddle faster, and he fucking hauled ass back to the shore.
Are you kids okay over there?
Yeah.
You kids okay over there? Dummy in his foot with the nicely tied sneaker. Goes right to the bottom.
Nice double knot.
I was out in, I think it was either Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket. I get those two islands
there was a
confused.
man from there once.
Yes, there is.
That's
Something
right.
could do with something because it was long. I don't know.
right.
And, man, everyone had to get out of the water because a fucking shark came really close to shore. Seen a lot of them out in that area.
Shark coming ashore. That don't make no sense.
Oh, Chip.
Close to shore, yeah.
Chip.
You ever see a shark out on Long Island on those beaches? I don't think I have ever
never.
seen one.
Never on Long Island.
Maybe Montauk. No, I've never seen one. But up there, I definitely saw a few.
You got to kind of get into the deeper water around Long Island, especially off Montauk.
So what's the difference
Apparently
with Cape
a lot
Cod?
of fucking sharks there. Well, I think it's, I don't know. What is
Cape
it?
Cod and Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket, they definitely see sharks a lot.
I just heard Sal, our guy, was sharking this weekend.
Sharking.
That's a term they use in bathhouses when you only take your cock out of the front of your pants and you run around, and when you see another guy with only the head of his cock out of the front of his pants, you go, dun, 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 and you rub your cock heads together until one of you comes.
That's sharking?
That's sharking. Let's go sharking.
Well, now you know.
It's where only your cock head is showing through your pants. Have I summed up sharking properly, or am I off?
Yeah, that was exactly what it was.
Sharking.
Yeah, no, I was sharking. I was actually fishing offshore.
Let me see your hands.
And
they're soft from counting money your whole life.
You got city hands, Sal.
I'm not talking about hooking bluegills or tommy cats. I'm talking about sharking.
Yeah, you got soft hands from handling Erock's lunch all your life.
And
tie me a sheep shank.
Yeah, and a thresher came in. I caught a small fish.
Thresher, did it cut your leg and leave a scar?
No, and
cut your arm?
Did? Yeah, it did.
I'll
and
drink
it came
to your
up,
leg.
And we tried to catch it. We couldn't get it though. But
what? That's your big sharking story?
That's my big sharking
Holy
story.
shit.
Wait, you go sharking?
No, it's
Yeah,
just like the
you
orca.
can go shark. We went
Why?
like.
Why?
Well, because it's fun to fucking kill a shark.
Why?
Why?
They're just doing what they do.
Well, yeah, but it's still like it's a fucking trophy piece when you get like a big ass thresher.
Why? It's just
Why?
fucking leave it alone. It's not bothering you.
It's fun.
It's not
though.
fishing.
It's not fun.
It's not fishing you.
Pete, you want to be brave? Go up and fucking go up with no weapons with your fists and hunt guys on 145th Street. Go. You want to get a tooth? Leave the shark alone. Go take it out of a guy's mouth with your fist.
When a shark comes to the side of a boat, though, you're fucking shitting yourself.
How
though.
big was the thresher?
And your thought is, let's get
boat.
hatchets and hack it to
No,
death.
yeah.
How about you
pretty much
look
shooting
at it and
the
go,
fucking
wow,
bird.
that's beautiful.
Yeah. You're in
Let
a
it
boat.
go.
What the fuck?
Let
You're
it
in a
go.
boat. Don't matter. How about you swimming?
What's Jimmy's...
So you go tubing and then do it.
What's Jimmy's bit? It's one of my favorite ones of all time, where he describes fishing, and he says, just imagine all of a sudden this all comes down from the ceiling
With what, a
and
fucking
yanks us out these rooms.
Steak on it or something?
I forgot exactly, but I've never laughed hard, I don't think. Your whole take on fishing.
I
You just
hate
get
it.
pulled into the ocean.
Right.
Hey, what
Just
the fuck?
Imagine sitting here just minding your own business and a hook comes from nowhere and just hooks you and takes you away.
Totally uncalled for.
Kenny brings our breakfast. We just start eating it and just get hooked. That's right. Fucking pulled into the water somewhere to drown. That'd suck. Cage goes in the water. Faggot goes in the cage. Look at you fruit.
Catch and release, or you have to keep the
Catch and
You're
full
allowed,
release.
You're allowed one over 56 inches.
What?
They have it It's highly
What?
regulated.
If you get one that's over the 50... Wait, which one is the one you could keep?
You can keep pretty much anyone except. I
Do
think,
you
great
keep
whites.
them?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
What do you do
My,
with
my
them?
guinea ass family will cook that up like that evening.
Oh
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
You ate the shark?
I
we
have
make
eaten
shark
before.
fucking parmesan. Oh, like my mother used to make. We come back with the shark. She fucking fillet it nice and thin. Put the cheese on the fucking mother with.
You put a little olive oil on the back of the shark, and she's spinning around with her dumb fingers. Her dumb do-nothing fingers. Her look the other way while her husband robs everybody fingers.
I try to block the punch fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
Shark isn't tasty, and I hear that a lot of shark is dangerous to eat.
A lot of them,
Is that
because
true, Sal?
they don't have bladders. They secrete. They like through their like cells. They
See?
like
So
piss
you
out
know
their
this.
body. Yeah. So you have to be careful which ones you eat.
So sharks can be very toxic.
Oh yeah, very very.
Why you don't want to
Very
drink shark tinkle?
That's the only thing I like. Yeah.
Oh, the shark piss and make you very virile.
Yeah, everything
Man,
gets-
give you a boner.
All right, you fucking freak.
Sharks piss through their skin?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
Oh, Chip.
Nailed it.
The reason sharks are up there and not down here, cold water. Is that true, Sal?
Yeah, they swim in like these thermals.
They
so
like cold water, right?
They like
Will they
swimming
wear
on,
like long johns?
where it's like it's like a thermal where the hot water goes to the cold water. It's not very interesting at all. But
Do they like cold water?
not really.
Over warmer water.
They'll come right here. They come right up the
They
fucking Hudson.
barely come up the
doesn't come up the
Hudson
Hudson.
River. You
I
get
have
one
no
every
idea
once in a
what
while.
he's
I saw
He has no
dolphins
clue.
when we went offshore.
You didn't see dolphins.
I could get the video for you right now. I saw dolphins.
What, like a Barbie doll with a fin on it or something?
That don't make no sense. You crazy motherfucker. Cocksucker.
All right, Jimmy, you got a plug. I don't want to see this dumb dolphin video.
No, not really. August 11th.
Yep.
8 o'clock outside of Chicago with Artie, Nick, and David Tell. That's it, man. Horseshoe Casino. That's it. I had no plugs.
Oh.
Thanks, Sal. That was terrific.
Oh, thank you.
Really earned your keep today.
Not good, huh?
It's amazing. Did you find out if sharks like cold or warm water during the after show?
I would ask Sal, but he has no fucking idea.
And does Erock have the fishing bit from Jim Norton?
He doesn't listen to what he plays.
He doesn't know. Yeah, he'll put me
Were you
We
listening?
have a portion of it we can play during the after show.
Why a portion?
Because it was a long bit.
Ooh.
Oh, so meaning you got to edit it. So.
Yeah, I have a a 5-minute version of it we can play.
So why don't we play that now?
Okay, hang on.
And Sam doesn't have to discuss that. It's just
a bit.
It's just an add-on to what we were talking about, and then Sam will start his after show all nice.
Yeah. Plus, I probably
because I'm sure I butchered Jim's bit, so I want to like give it, you know.
No, you don't have to.
Dude, it's hilarious. Your fishing bit is hilarious.
That don't make no sense.
We'll see you tomorrow.
The fish comes up, then he would put out the fly, jump on the fly. So it's kind of similar in the concept.
That sounds like the worst activity in history.
Wait a second. You never caught a 600-pound blue marlin.
I haven't, no.
Have you, Jimmy?
No, why would I? For what?
You don't
For
know
what?
how
Someone else will catch it for me.
Well,
And then
I'm telling you,
they'll
that's the
cook
way
it for me.
man.
It's a sport, Jimmy, for some
It's not a
people.
sport.
It is a sport.
It's not a sport. Go in the water with your fists and punch the fish. That's a sport. You're standing in a fucking boat. It's not a sport. You have a hook and the fish has nothing but hunger.
Jimmy, it's a skill.
It's not a sport.
It's
You bunch of fucking fat fucks drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon, trying to hook some asshole fish.
And I don't drink.
Whatever, the fish is, how is it a sport if the fish could never know that was coming? The fish is just kind of swimming around, and all of a sudden there's metal in his mouth. It's not a sport. If you hop in the water and dress like bait, and then the fish shows up and you hook him with a hook on your fist, that's a sport.
Punch him in the mouth.
But you're in a boat.
It's a skill to get the fish up at the
It's not a skill, you're tricking a prehistoric animal. It's a real skill to get the shrub to stand still while you trim it. Yes, shrub trimming. That's a real sport. You have to sneak up or the bush will run and hide. No, it won't. It's a bush.
Jimmy.
It's not a sport.
Jimmy, it's a sport.
It's a fucking Holocaust. It's not a sport.
Holocaust? Oh
Yes,
my
I'm saying
God.
the fish have no chance of winning.
Are you bothered by fishermen and hunters, Jimmy?
Not hunters. Is not
the Holocaust?
Hold on, sir. No, sir. I said it's a Holocaust, not the Holocaust. You reactionary, dopey fisherman. Shut up. A Holocaust. What I'm saying is this. Here's what I'm saying.
I'm also a dopey collector.
Sir, you have the timing of a stroke. You just keep babbling. We're talking here. Hunting, I don't mind a guy who's fishing and hunting and then eating what he catches or whatever. I got no problem with that. My point is, don't look at it like it's a sport. You're not a sportsman.
Well, I didn't name it sports.
I'm just letting you know, you're not a sportsman.
What's a sportsman to you?
A guy who competes with others. I'm telling you, a sportsman is a guy who competes in a way with other athletes doing the same thing. That's a sportsman.
Yeah, that's why there's 50 or 60 boats fishing at the same area.
No, you're competing with other men to hook a fish. The direct competition is the animal, sir. The direct competition is the fish. It's the dopey, prehistoric, fucking one-cell-brained idiot that you tried to hook. That'd be like if you just ran out and tried to punch retarded people. That's a sport. I try to lure them with cotton candy on my fist.
Jimmy, did you ever go deep?
You know what? That's pretty accurate. That is pretty damn accurate.
No, I never have, sir, because I get seasick.
I have about 1,000,000 times.
Yes.
And let me tell you something. I'm an expert. You're not.
Good, you're an expert, so you know that what you're doing is not a sport. Just admit that. It's fun. You like to do it.
Why doesn't you ask Opie?
Why doesn't you ask Opie? I don't know. I'll tell you what else you haven't done. Apparently you didn't read a lot while you're on the boat, do you? You just fucking throw that thing in there.
Richard, you might want to leave me out of this because I probably would have agreed with you until Jimmy's rant.
It's not a sport, sir. You're not a sportsman. You're not out there sporting.
Met me in the shop.
Jimmy has a hard time distinguishing some sports from others or thinking some things are sports.
Yeah.
And this he doesn't happen to think is a sport.
I'm not saying you're not an athlete, but I'm saying when you're fishing.
What was that line again? The fish is hungry and you're what?
You have a hook and the fish has hunger. How is that a sport?
Yeah.
You're teasing the fish to come up to see what's on top.
Exactly.
Because we make the whole teasers look like bait fish.
Let me ask you a question. Why don't you, is NASCAR a sport somebody's riding? Yes, of course it is. Why don't you go in there, why don't you do this if you want it to be a sport? Why don't you dress like something that the fish would eat? And then when the fish comes up, you knock its fucking block off.
Well, I don't believe in NASCAR because I hate left turns.
But you understand what I'm saying, though? Why don't
because they make a lot of left turns. Yeah.
So why don't you do, if that's a sport, like why don't you go shark fishing? Why don't you jump in there and trick the shark and attack, even if you have a weapon in your hand, hand-to-hand combat with the shark. Why don't you do, that's a sport.
I like to see you do that. You know what, Jimmy?
I don't need to do it. I'm not saying it's a sport.
When we go out shark
I'm saying what it is.
When you're doing some kind of sport, there's got to be a winner and a loser. So how does the fisherman lose? I mean,
how we lose, we don't get the fish to the boat.
Yeah, but when a fish loses, it pretty much loses its life.
Yeah, what are you risking?
Unless you're,
we don't kill them.
Catch and throw.
What are you risking?
Catch and release, whatever. Yeah. Huh?
It's the adrenaline rush. Catching a blue marlin, standing up and fighting it for an hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours.
Okay, so you're risking basically an adrenaline rush while the marlin is having the inside of his face ripped apart with a hook
for hours.
Really? You give him a little trophy in the winner's cup when he wins?
All wood.
What do you give the fish when he wins? Just a scraped up mouth and you send him home? Now he's afraid to eat anything? You know how many fish probably become anorexics? Holy shit, does this guy just fucking babble? He just babbles.
Fuck. The Opie and Anthony show is pretty much over. But if you feel like sticking around after 1A Live is next.